we're off. Episode 49. One away from 50. Episode 49. 49. Rope-a-dope.
Wait, where's the stream?
I'm streaming on YouTube, but I haven't shared the screen with you guys just yet because we're going to do fun facts.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Since you decided to speak up, you'll be the first person to answer the fun fact question tonight, though.
I thought about that immediately when you said that. Like,
Is that this is like the school teacher thing? This is like the, like, oh, I'm so glad you decided to chime in because now you're going to be
100%,
my
yeah.
victim. But it's a easy question, not a big question at all, just a really simple.
How do you want to die?
Yeah. It's along those lines. If you had a last wish, what would it be? What would your last wish be? So not so much the death part, but the, like, as your character, Ian, Sailor Sun, Soul, is, like, and I guess this stands to be specifically targeted at your character, interesting enough, because you have a wish spell scroll. But yeah, I mean, what would your character's last wish be? Would it be to your queen? Would it be to...
Oh, yes, it would be, of course, to be forgiven and brought back in by my queen.
Wow, forgiveness. Okay. That's a big one. I mean, that is the quintessential heart of your character, is to be forgiven, to prove yourself worthy. So
That's true. I don't know if it's even forgiven or if it's to show that I am worthy too. So I guess, like, maybe it's just a lesson.
I think everyone here would agree that Soul and Sailor Sun are worthy to regain the mantle.
And I just really fuck it up tonight.
I was more so expecting someone to be like, man, I don't know. But they're a lot nicer people than I gave them credit for. So
I did think about it, but
well, Cameron, since you spoke up, we'll just follow that trend. And what is Stoney? What would Stoney's like last wish be if he had one?
to make my parents proud.
Wow. Okay. Interesting.
Get them off my back a little bit.
Oh, okay. And I mean, I don't think of this as like I'm dying in my last breath. Like, what do I wish? Like, maybe you're just a really old person. You lived a full life. Like what? Yeah. Well, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I can go in better detail. Knowing my brother's gonna take the crown and be the king, I'd like my parents to be okay with the fact of me being a bit of a voyager, travel around, and then maybe even start my own community close to the kingdom, a smaller city, and maybe not be a king, but be a little bit.
You guys are breaking my heart. I expected you guys to be like, money, just loads of money. Like, I don't know. I don't know what I expected from this question, but it's making it even harder to know that the game is ending. No, not that you're gonna die. Just that the game, like,
It's like, I don't know who to kill first.
October was our mark to hit. Like, that's where we're gonna stop playing. Because you got
October of 2028.
you got a baby on the way. So,
Yep.
but damn. Okay. All right. The rest of you are smart enough not to speak up, so I'm just gonna have to call on one of you. Jared, I heard your little green light lit up. I don't know if it was a noise or not, but I'll take that as a cue to talk about Tyrell's last wish.
Sure. Yeah, Terrell wants to surf.
Surf?
Yeah, like wants to surf some interdimensional planes.
Oh.
Primarily to understand, other dimensions from another point of view, to really hopefully satisfy his undying need and desire to understand some of the core secrets or just happenings of how the Earth is, and or not just Earth, but the world and realm we live in, and maybe that'll help provide that perspective needed.
Wow. Okay. That's a big one. I was thinking much smaller when you said surf. I was thinking like learn a move like Pokemon or something.
Yeah, no, that was intentional. It was
misleading, a misdirect.
Yep.
Wow. Okay. Do you know? I guess it's hard to know where you would go first, but is there anywhere you've always wanted to to go or know if existed, or like?
Yeah, it's hard to describe. I guess just trying to, if there's like almost an elevator, so to speak, where each floor, as you step off into when the doors open, is the view of the next dimension that you can observe, which may not always be a visible thing, but it's if some sort of like having to have the all the senses required to actually observe when whatever amount of senses or emotions or feelings or whatever things we can't even describe because we don't have the conceptual understanding would be required.
Man, that's the lyrics to Stairway to Heaven.
As an artificer, I think, yeah. I mean, level 20, you could probably pull that off. I don't know.
Oh, damn. 20. I'll never make it.
5 more years, you get there. It'll be less
Okay.
than that at this. Well, maybe not. I don't know. With the way it's balanced out, I don't know. That just leaves you, Kobe, Detective Easter. I mean, I could take a guess at it, but I think you should tell us.
Yeah, your guess would probably be somewhat aligned. It would, be that the Tendraka are restored to a higher stature in society, that they're not looked down upon. I mean, Dragonborn as a whole, they can be looked down upon, but the Tendraka, they're seen as, premier class of society. They're not somebody that you scoff at and you put in the poor district just because of who they are. That the Tendraka are integral parts of all society and looked towards as the pinnacle of what sentient beings should be, and that the whole clan unites and works only for the clan.
It's everybody, very noble causes, very noble. Now I can't kill you because you all have to go on and live these beautiful lives. I can't strip you of that. So now you just have plot armor, I guess. You guys can just go into every battle moving forward here, just knowing that I don't have the guts to kill your characters.
Oh, just like the Fast and the Furious.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And now this is the turning point where you guys realize that you have plot armor. You're like, man, the stuff we've survived through, we should be dead by now. Like, we should totally be dead. Yeah. But damn, guys. Okay. All right. Well, I guess all we have left to do is recap and start the session.
Sorry, you weren't expecting all of
No. You guys have been surprising me in a good way a lot lately. The last battle with Billy was quite the banger. And then
and scene. That's the show, everyone.
See ya. 30 minutes in and out, done.
Really
Game
laughing
over.
at it.
We're gonna end the entire thing on that joke right there. No. Still lots more to do, but last time we left you guys off, Soul and Ranger Steve were just waylaying all of the Kuatoa, slashing them down, just giant swaths of them at a time, just turning them into sushi. Billy was flying around. Detective Easter was getting in some good hits. Billy decided to take to the skies, and Tyrell decided to do some antics with the chandelier and not only take out a ton of the Kuatoa, but also change the trajectory of the swing of the chandelier and knock Billy into the wall, where then Detective Easter proceeded to headbutt Billy into oblivion. Billy, in a kind of defensive state, decided to turn invisible and maybe hide somewhere in the cathedral. Detective Easter, you moved over to block the pipe organ, which was a very good play. But as of right now, the Kuatoa are still coming in strong. They've all funneled into the pews and are making their way to you, Stony. Let's see, Detective Easter, you're over by the pipe organ. Tyrell, you're up in the rafters somewhere. And you guys don't know where Billy is. Pay no mind to Billy. in the air, but you don't know where he is. So we'll pick up where we left off. I believe we made it through the last initiative. So the initiative that I had written down, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong here, but it was Easter Soul, Billy, Kuatoa, Tyrell, Stony. Pretty sure that's the one we were going in. So, Detective Easter, you are up.
Awesome. Well, what I want to do is search for Billy.
Okay.
So I want to try to just look and perceive and see if I can find the little gnome.
Okay. Give me a perception check.
Okay. I got an unnatural 20.
Okay. You don't see Billy, but you do notice that there is a bit of a draft, like the chandeliers falling from the ceiling, and all of the commotion down below has kicked up a lot of debris and everything, and the wall that you headbutted Billy into, you've noticed, has created a crater to the outside, and you don't see anybody or anything, but you do notice that through the debris in the air and the dust, there seems to be something that shot through the debris and went outside. Otherwise, everywhere else in the cathedral, the only thing you notice is the same. And this thing moves all the time. Kills me. Is the same chandeliers that have fallen, the Kuatoa moving down the pews to attack Soul and Sailor Sun, and Stony, and you notice Tyrell up in the rafters still.
Okay. Can I play the organ?
You can, if you'd like.
Okay, I want to just I want to hit a key on there, see what happens.
Okay. Yeah. You tell me which key you strike. If it was on the left side, the right side, or if it's one of the foot tongles or whatever, or if it's
I'm just gonna hit one that's on the left side.
Okay.
Be sharp.
Yeah, there you go. Jared would know more than I would what sound is going to come out of this thing, but yeah, it just sounds like a single note out of a pipe organ. It is rather beautiful on its own, but obviously lacking some extra oomph.
Okay. I'm going to just prepare in case Billy or Kuatoa comes up to attack.
Okay.
And my echo. I don't know if you made the echo of the snake, but
yeah,
my
it is. Yep.
echoes. Okay, cool. Yep. I'll just prepare.
Okay. Soul. That brings us to you.
Hey, where am I?
You're right here.
All right.
So you got some Kuatoa kind of closing in. I believe the last swipe from Stony kind of cleared him out a little bit, but yeah, still got quite a few to fight.
So where we are looking off to the right.
Yep.
Kind of right behind that patch of Kuatoa.
Mm-hmm.
I want to use minor illusion.
Okay.
And I'm gonna create a dastardly Tyrannosaurus Rex noise so that the Kuatoa turn around.
Okay.
That way I can get Stony to be able to attack without a problem.
Gotcha. Just for
So
this.
something like
Beautiful.
No. And it lasts a full minute.
Okay.
So.
Yes, you cast your illusion, and the sound alone makes them turn around. The dinosaur is gonna represent.
Sorry, you have to turn all of them around.
Oh, I don't mind at all. This is the easy part. But yes, does it say it has a range of the sound?
30 feet.
30 feet. Okay.
Yeah.
Then yes, I would say all of the ones in this range, their attention has been turned to the sound of
Takes
the
one action, so that'll be the end of my turn.
illusory dinosaur. I think that's a good play, though. You've definitely drawn their attention away. That brings us to Billy. I already did what Billy's going to do. So we're going to move to the Kuatoa. The Kuatoa that are in range are just going to kind of continue to keep their guard up. But the other ones that have not moved up yet are going to continue to like file in. And as they file in, Tyrell, it is going to be your turn. I'm just going to move all these. So while you were up in the rafters, you can tell me what you plan to do. Or were you? Oh no, you're on the wall. That's right.
Well,
are you not?
No, I thought I had made it to that chandelier.
Oh, maybe you are on the chandelier.
That is in the far right, like.
I can't.
At the front.
Like this, like like up here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I couldn't recall where you're at.
Yep, I'm on that chandelier, and my intention was to begin rocking back and forth, which I think I had already started.
Yes, that's
actually.
right. Yes. Where'd you go? What the heck?
I figured I probably needed an entire another turn because I had just started my last turn, getting some of the movement going.
Mm-hmm.
So I figured with how big that is, like me running back and forth and pulling on the chain's gonna take probably another good turn of doing that before I get the momentum I'm desiring.
And for some reason I can't place your character. Hang on.
Well, he's invisible still anyways.
But that's totally fine. Yeah, I guess where are you trying to swing this thing, right?
I don't know if I should reveal that yet.
Okay, that's fine. Not a problem. Oh my gosh, I had to open the door for you. Jesus. So
Let me in.
So
Let me in.
spoiled.
Let me in.
Just running through the. Okay. Now
Sorry,
you
guys, I'm late. I'm late. For,
now
for
you're in
rehearsal.
here.
It is still like pretty phenomenal that you can name your own
Measurement.
unit of distance.
Yeah.
Measurement.
I don't make good enough use of the measuring stick, but it's because we roughly know what everything is. But yes, you are currently swinging on the chandelier. Next turn, you'll figure out where, I guess, you're going to swing the thing. And that brings us to Stony. So, Stony, you have some distracted Kuatoa, Billy Kuatoa, in front of you. What you going to do?
I'm going to just sprint and jump as high as I can into the middle of the Kuatoa.
The ones in front of you?
Yep.
Okay. Give me an acrobatics check. We'll see how far into the pile you make it.
Natural 20.
Okay, you tell me where you wanna land in this this line of.
What a start. That means I'm gonna roll really bad the rest of the day.
You thinking like right here in the middle, or are you thinking like, where?
Just as middle can be. So kind of where that Kuatoa in front of me is, but yeah, just somewhere. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah.
You want to be more like there? Or more like there?
Right there.
Okay. Yeah, so you do a running start, you like jump up on one of the chairs and catapult yourself off right into the middle. You've landed right smack dab in the middle of these Kuatoa. I assume you're going to do an attack now.
Yep. So I'm going to attack the one in front of me.
Okay.
It's a 16.
It breaks.
Okay. It's going to hit my cantrip for green flame blade.
Okay.
So the big guy hit's gonna get a second. He's gonna get, ooh, not bad. I rolled double eights, man. He's gonna get 18 damage. Get a +2 on hit. And then everybody else around within 5 feet is gonna get total of 11.
11 damage, and you said the first guy gets 18?
Yeah.
Okay. what is the radius of the stuff around you?
I think it's just 5 feet. Give me a second. On a hit, target suffer. You can cause fire. Creature choice that you can see within 5 feet. Yep. 5 feet.
Okay. What you munching on, Jared?
Shit, I'm sorry.
As soon as my action was done, I was gonna yell at him. So.
I just know Cameron can't stand that.
Sorry, you already
He's
used your
hanging
minor
pudding.
action.
Tyrell's just up there in the ceiling munching on chips while he swings from the chandelier, just having a good time. Okay. So you said the other ones take 11 damage.
Yep.
Okay, that is enough to kill all of the ones around you. They have exactly 11 health.
Did you guys hear what I said about Cameron too?
No.
I'm just kidding.
So you've knocked out another cluster of these things around you. I guess this guy, yeah, he's within sword's length. All right, so another 6 Kuatoa there you just wiped out.
Honestly, it looks like nothing.
Yeah. I mean, you
It feels
guys,
sick. That's the thing.
you guys have killed a lot, but yeah, I mean, they've got 11 AC and 11 health, so if you can do damage like that, you're gonna cut through these things pretty easily. Is that the end of your turn, Stoney? You got anything else?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
it. Since I had to move.
All right. Initiative continues. Easter. Nothing's attacked you or anything. You're still guarding the organ. You have noticed, I forgot to move these guys. These Kuatoa are moving in to like kind of pinch you. They're not quite to you yet. They just used their one movement they had. But they're the more hardy of Kuatoa. Like they're the rank and file ones down below. But the 2 like personal guards of Billy, or the 4 personal guards, are obviously the ones bred for war, the Kuatoa whips. So.
Okay, yeah, perfect. I'm going to move my character up towards one closest towards me and attack.
Okay.
I'm attacking with my sword and rolled a 21.
That'll land for sure.
Okay. 11 damage.
Okay.
I'm going to attack again.
All right.
18.
Damn. Okay.
9 damage.
All right.
You suck,
I'm going
I bet.
to attack again.
Okay.
This time I got a 17.
That still breaks.
And 13 damage.
All right.
And I'm going to use my bonus action to swap places with my Echo. So now my Echo will be in front of this guy, and I will be back over defending.
Okay. Before you swap places, tell me how you killed that guy.
Oh, so he just fell over right in front of me?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I just sliced him and diced him. I'm used to cutting up, fish into sushi grade pieces, and so that's what I did there.
You did indeed. He's toast. He's done.
Awesome.
I guess little over double or triple the health is still not enough to save them. And if that's the end of your go.
Yeah, I used a movement,
Yeah.
3 attacks, and my bonus action. So.
Then Soul, we are back to you. The Kuatoa are still distracted by your sound at the
All
moment.
right. Are all these Kutoa in the first 2 rows in front of me? Are they within 10 feet?
These ones? Yeah, they're within 10 feet. Yeah.
Cool. Can I do Thunderstep?
You can. Where are you
So they'll
thunderstepping
hit-
to?
Sorry, I bounced back to another screen.
Oh, you're good.
I am making my way forward
Okay.
towards Detective Easter.
Detective Easter, like way up there?
As close as I can. I can go up to 90 feet. So as close to
Oh,
90,
okay. Sure.
up to 90 feet.
I would
I
say
can.
from where you're at 90 feet would probably put you like roughly in the vicinity of these two mean looking
These two big
fellows.
ones. Okay, never mind then. So
I mean, you can dart 90 feet like over to either one of the sides of the.
yeah,
I'm just
that's what
saying
I was gonna do. Let's go to the right side.
Okay. All right. So
Okay.
you're going to thunderstep
So-
away from your position
Yeah.
and move.
So everyone around me has within a 10-foot radius has to do a 3d10 thunder damage.
Okay. Do you want me to roll that for you or
Yeah, you go for it.
okay. 3d10. Is there a save that they need to do to see if they take full or half damage?
It just says taking 3d10 thunder damage on a failed save.
Okay.
So-
It doesn't specify if it's a
It
like
does not.
I imagine it'd probably be a dexterity save if it was one. But they're not going to get any bonuses no matter what it is. So, what's your 8 plus your spellcasting modifier plus your proficiency bonus?
Okay, hold on. Spellcasting. 8 plus. Let's see. Hold on. I've written a lot, so.
No, you're good. Your proficiency bonus is probably like a 2 or a 3, and your spellcasting is whatever that plus is in your, like if you use charisma
Probably wisdom
or wisdom.
or
Yeah.
intelligence.
Wisdom is plus 3, with my 15 in wisdom.
So 8 plus 3 plus what's your proficiency modifier?
Gotta be 3 based on this
3.
level.
So you
Yeah.
got 14, so they just need to succeed over 14.
Yeah.
They don't. Okay. So they're going to take full damage, and how many d10s was it you said?
3d10.
Blah.
Fucking wankas.
11. Okay.
Oh, no, terrible roll.
It's not terrible because that's all you need to kill them. So they're
That is true.
so
Yeah.
they're
You mean
for
perfect roll.
perfect roll, efficient
Perfect
roll. Didn't need no wasted damage, no mana burn there. You just
No
golden.
extra arcs to catch me in the back. And,
No overkill.
And then suddenly, it made a terrible noise too. So hopefully,
all of it
them
distracted
from
them
scouting.
again. Yes. We'll say the how long was the dinosaur roaring?
It was only 1 minute.
1 minute. Okay, yeah, we've gone through the initiative enough. But yes, watching a couple of their brethren suddenly just concussed into the pews and laying dead now on the floor, and the giant thume that echoes through the cathedral has drawn the attention of the Kuatoa behind Stony yet again away from him, so he's got a little bit better of a chance here. And then you thunderstepped 90 feet all the way to the right. Nobody seems to know that you're over there because you caused such a commotion
Didn't
behind.
knock the chandeliers off.
They're at least built a little bit better than that, but you guys don't know what Billy's doing, but he did it. That's gonna be the
He secretly
Kuatoa's
killed
turn.
us all. We haven't known.
Yeah, you've been dead for hours. The Kuatoa is gonna move up, the big one. He's gonna take a swing at you, Detective Easter. He's got +3 to hit. That's not gonna do it.
Nope.
He does have
Not this
his
guy.
multi attack. 13 + 3. Still no.
It's short.
Okay.
Yeah.
He comes up and sort of swings his giant club that he has, and it bangs into the pipe organ. Just makes an awful racket, obviously destroying this beautiful ornate piece of musical monstrosity. And he's kind of got his club wedged in there, so he's very vulnerable spot right now. And that will bring us to Tyrell. Tyrell, I think wherever you're going to swing this chandelier, you've got the proper momentum at this point, so
Don't hit me.
I don't know why this damn ceiling. Jesus Christ. Thank you. Okay. So
yeah, I actually didn't need
just
that
gonna
much of a swing now I'm looking at it.
And it's on a singular chain, so
Right.
you can swing it any direction you want. But yeah, the meat of them are kind of right in front of Stony. You do have two big ones, like smack dab below you, but tell me where you're dropping this thing.
Well, to be honest, I remember making a note that there was some kind of mention about the organ, and my plan was to destroy the organ, but it sounds like he's already got like something smashed into it.
Yeah, the Kuatoa's club. You can hear. I mean, it's a very acoustic thing. You just heard a thunder clap a second ago, sort of echo through the chambers of the great cathedral, and then you've heard the pipe organ get smashed a little bit by the club of one of the Kuatoa. Where are you swinging this thing, man?
I'll go for the big boys.
The two big ones. Okay.
And the way I want to do that is, as I'm swinging, which I don't need a whole lot of momentum, but I want to get enough to make sure it lands as close there as I can.
Mm-hmm.
And right as it's in place, to then cast enlarge reduce on a chain to reduce it tiny enough that it is sure to fall, to break the whole link and let it fall. And then I want to be crazy and jump trying to make it to the other chandelier while I do it.
That's exactly what I was going to ask, if that was your plan. I don't think that's out of the question, but there will be a check in play here. So
oh, come on.
You're going to succeed at your...
I want it.
You're going to succeed at your...
It's kind of ridiculous what I'm trying to do. After all the times of me being like falling in water.
Well, you've got the proper swing on the chandelier. It's moving. You time it out to where your jump is going to be right as you sort of leap off of it, turn around and cast the shrink on the chain. So first, I'm going to need you to do an acrobatics check.
Is that a strength one or a dexterity?
Let's make this a dexterity one. I don't think it's so.
Okay, cool.
I don't think it's so difficult as to swing. I think it's gonna be more difficult to make sure you grab onto the chandelier when you get there. So
acrobatics is dexterity.
Is it?
Yeah.
Then,
okay, cool. That makes sense.
Then we'll stick with the acrobatics. That's fine.
Athletics is strength.
Athletics is what I was thinking too. Yeah.
It's a 9.
With your modifiers?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, dude. Do you have any points of inspiration?
I do have. I might have more than one actually.
If you ate the dragon, you got an inspiration point.
I did not eat the dragon, but I've had one that I've just been sitting on.
If you wanted to use it now, you could use it to instantly succeed at your.
It looks like it'd be pretty bad if I don't. So yeah, I'll try it.
Okay.
You said it's an instant succeed?
My inspiration points that I'm giving you are instant successes. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I see here. I do
essentially
have exactly
like
one, so I'll use it.
It's essentially like a free legendary action. Like you just get to.
I
win. Like that's so.
Okay, I win.
So you do exactly as you planned. Midair, you kind of had some doubts, and maybe you had a flash of the infinite reality that you're hoping to surf one day, of reality where you did fall and didn't make that jump. But this one,
interesting.
You do make it. You cast the shrink. The chandelier sort of buckles under the weight of this small chain now, and it snaps, sort of spiraling it downward, and it just crumples the two large Kuatoas without ever even giving them a chance. The debris even kind of knocks out two of the other ones here in the pews, and another big dust cloud sort of kicks up from all of this ash and everything from the burning embers of the chandelier hit the ground. Stony, back to you.
Are you gonna make me use a movement to touch anything?
Currently everyone is out of your range, so you will have to make a movement, yeah. Because you killed everyone within your range already. Oh, such a blight.
I mean,
I wish I would have left some alive so I didn't have to move to kill the next batch. First world problems. You've got lots of... So the ones behind you are distracted by the thunder step that Soul just did. You've got the ones right in front of you, rearing and ready to go. You just watched the chandelier crash to the ground and crumple the other two large whips at the end. And you're kind of looking through the pews, and there's still a good number of them, but you guys have really thinned out the herd here. This was an entire procession of these things, and now they're getting to the point they might... I don't know, how devout are they, right? Like, Billy's not showing his face in a little bit.
Okay. I'm going to use my marine layer.
Okay.
So just 20-foot fog starts rolling out for me.
Okay.
Is there the ability for me to, instead of jump in the middle of them, somehow slide and...
You can slide. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
They are short, stout little creatures, so you're gonna kind of probably like bowl into them. Like you wouldn't be able to go under their legs or anything. You may be able to slide in between them. But you know they're pretty. That's why you're able to jump over them so easily. Is they're pretty low to the ground. They're small, even smaller than the Kuatoa that you originally kind of encountered. These are the Billy versions, so they are gnome-ish in size.
Right. I was just going for effect. I'm just gonna jump again. Same thing.
Okay.
Last time.
Just into the biggest cluster of them.
Yep. Kind of in that gap between the two small clusters.
Give me another, we'll say athletics check. See how well your jump is. I know.
Oh, it is great. At 14.
With your modifiers of strength.
Oh, strength? Oh.
Yeah, I didn't say acrobatics this time. I did say athletics, which is strength.
Oh, then yeah. That's I said 14, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's 18.
Okay. Yeah, you land exactly where you intend to.
Plus 3. I'm proficient in athletics.
Is this where you wanted to land?
I forgot I was proficient. Hold on. Was that my document? Yep. Right there.
Are you dizzy? No. All right. Yeah.
Never. Okay. And same thing. Destruction.
All right. Give me an attack roll.
Not as great. Even with everything else. 12.
You still beat the armor class, so.
Oh.
Kill them all. Yeah, remember they're 11.
Okay. That's their...
It is their health and their
Oh.
armor class.
Oh, wow. There you go. Okay. Guy I'm going to hit is going to get a...
Hit someone.
12.
Okay.
And then everybody else is going to get a 12.
Okay. Once again, everybody in your wheelhouse. Describe to me how you just dispatched like 10 of these things.
As I landed, just come down with me with just a fog cloud, and so you see one big eruption of fire and blade, fire and trident, and then pop rocks, just boom, 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 all around within the fog.
You can see, well, you can't see, but I can describe the look of the Kuatoa's faces as they realize it's probably not a good thing that they're seeing green flashes of light in a fog cloud, because they know none of their brethren have magical abilities that would generate a green green flame or fog.
That's such a cool sight from above.
Yeah, it's
Just
like
a boop, 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 boop.
fireworks shot. That's back to the top then. Easter, you're up. The guy
Alrighty.
with the
I'm gonna
club.
take this guy's head and bang it into the organ.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. You're getting real right now.
So
What kind
just
of a roll do I need for that?
An unarmed. You're still gonna roll your d20.
Unarmed combat, perfect.
With
I
a
rolled
strength
a
modifier.
22.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Double damage. So roll your like hit die.
Okay.
And just roll that twice.
My unarmed combat is pretty good. So, total there is 21 damage.
Okay. He's.
And then I want to take his body and throw it over the edge.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So you have created 2 craters today. One in the wall of the cathedral, and now you've just decimated this organ. It is no longer operable. Like, there is not a key or a pedal that exists on this thing that is not broken. It has completely been disconnected from the organs behind it. You take this unconscious but not dead Kuatoa whip and just double hands throw him over the balcony, where he splats to the ground, and that fall finishes him off. So
Awesome.
You've effectively destroyed the organ and killed the Kuatoa whip, leaving you with no enemies up above.
Okay, I'm gonna move over and go pick up the bolo that I threw before.
Okay.
And I missed.
Yeah, I think, is it down here, right? I'm pretty sure you threw it over.
No, so I threw it up because Billy was up towards his face.
Oh, okay. So
and
just
so it'd be over
landed
by
over
like
on the
that
side.
statue.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm gonna make my way over there.
Sure.
To go pick that up.
Okie dokie.
And then I'm going to just prepare defensively.
Okay. Yeah, you find the bolo, no problem. You use your movement with the echo to close the gap. Brings us back to Soul. So you've got a bunch of Kuatoa that don't realize that you're behind them. Stony, as best as you can tell through the cloud of fog, is winning in there. But yeah, so none of the Kuatoa know that you're back there. But
idiots.
right, so dumb.
That's when they turn and kill me. I'm just gonna use Eldritch Blast on this row right in front of me.
Okay. Roll with the advantage because you have surprise attack.
12.
Roll twice. Take the higher of the 2.
16.
There you go. Okay. Yeah. So 16 definitely breaks on the ranged spell attack. So how much damage?
1d10. 7.
7. So both these guys, with the surprise attack, you get double damage too.
Whoa.
Yeah. So 14. So these 2 pop like swelling balloons of meat sack. Just it's like you popped them in a microwave for too long, and they just pow.
Ew.
Yeah.
That's got to go everywhere, all over those seats.
Mm-hmm. The 2 arcs of energy that you shot out at these 2 things, they just, yeah, like a meaty water balloon. They popped. You can still move if you want, because you didn't move from your spot. If you want to get yourself in a little bit better position, the only Kuatoa that really noticed that their friends just are gone. Yeah, are the 2 that are in the aisle with you. The other rows are kind of obstructed from that sight and also distracted with what's going on around them. So
I'm gonna bounce 1 row behind.
Like this?
Yeah.
Okay. Sure. Okie dokie. I'm just gonna tell you now, Billy is no longer in the initiative at this point. He's far enough away that you don't know. I mean, maybe he's long conning you, but he's not gonna appear. It's gonna be the Kuatoa's turn. These Kuatoa are gonna make it to the end of the pew, but not around to Soul. These Kuatoa are gonna file into the, or they're not gonna run blindly into the fog. They're terrified, but they're gonna form up outside the fog and wait to see what emerges.
A phalanx.
Exactly that. Not that it has helped them at all.
If anything, it's been worse for them.
Yeah. When they can just jump over the phalanx. I mean, what's the advantage? But lo and behold, that's the military training that they've received, so that's what they're gonna do. They still don't know where Billy is, but they're just trying to protect their leader as best they can.
How do they feel about the big boy right behind him splattered on the ground?
Yeah, they don't like that. The chandelier is there, so they're keeping their distance. But, you know, they've watched enough of their friends get slaughtered at this point. What's two more, you know?
Look at it this way, at least they weren't, tortured inside of the pit of a large beast,
Right.
used as guinea pigs.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
stabbed with some molten stomach acid lava. I mean, they seem to have had a much better life because they are obviously loyal followers. If any of the other followers would have seen them just getting it handed to them as badly as they have, they probably would have turned tail and run. So they're very devout, very faithful. But as the Kuatoa finish up moving into their phalanx, Tyrell, it's going to be your turn again, so you're on the other chandelier. There's still some guys down there. But what you thinking? What you doing?
I think I actually going to take a little bit of a breather up here and I'm going to pull out my crossbow and just try to pick a few off.
Sure. Tell me
Your what?
Tell me which one you're aiming for.
Thing I've never used before.
Who gave you that crossbow and said you should use this a long time ago? How ironic that you're using it now.
Old BB. Yeah. Just like, dang, how many gnomes is that? Like distance?
I mean, you're shooting straight down, so it's not like it's hard to get the proper angle here. You're at least from the distance you're at now, like 90 gnomes from the floor.
Okay, that's within range. I'm good. I mean, I just do I see one sitting still?
I mean, yeah, they're all phalanxed
Sure.
up. They're all phalanxed up right here.
All right, then I'll. Yeah.
That one? Okay. No? This one?
Yeah, no. If I go for
That
the
one?
center, maybe if I could do really bad,
one?
it'll just
That
end
one?
up hitting another one in the shoulder or something.
Okay, so center mass,
Yeah.
sure thing.
Center mass.
I mean, they're about to be obliterated by me, probably.
I'm just trying to help a little bit. No, I was trying to verify. I had some.
They were
I had
supposed to be
got-
stronger enemies because, you know, the pipe organ was supposed to, but that ended real quick.
Well, what the hell did I put my? Oh, here we go.
D20.
No, I was looking for like I think I had some arrows.
You have I believe you have bolts. I don't. That's fine. Just roll your
I
D20.
have regular arrows, but that was.
Unless you were looking for like specifically magic bolts or something.
No, not magic. Just I want to save. I've had some.
I'm not worried
Silver.
about your quantity of bolts
I don't really
at this
want
point.
the other stuff. Yeah, no, regular stuff I know I've got fine. I think I'm fine. I
Okay.
don't want to waste in case we talked about potential lycanthropy later on, so I want to save the other stuff. So, yeah, I'll just go for it.
Okay, roll that D20.
What do I need?
D20, just to see if you break the armor class.
But I'm gonna
Roll with
that's the
advantage because you
dexterity?
do have. What? No, a D20. Just like you're attacking. Roll your D20 to see if you break the armor class or not. Then you roll damage.
But I need my modifier.
you'll
No?
use your proficiency like
Or
bonus.
if you're shooting,
if you're
it's dexterity.
right,
Okay. Okay. Cool.
which is your proficiency. So
As
Alright.
someone who's only played rogues, you should probably know that.
it's his first time using the
With
crossbow.
my
Okay.
yeah. Give you a break. Just holding it for the first time. With advantage somehow, my very first time, I got that's gonna be 22.
Okay. Double damage. So.
Oh, sweet. Okay. I mean, the damage isn't great, but ooh, okay. That's 9 total.
Okay. The arrow lodges itself in the eye of the one you're aiming at, and it immediately drops its weapon to like hold its face and try and figure out what the hell just hit it. And it kind of causes a little bit of panic in the phalanx, and they kind of move away from him because they don't know what caused this arrow to suddenly appear in their friend's face. But he's not dead yet. He's just in a state of panic, and he kind of bumps into the phalanx and jostles them a little bit, and starts to run out the back of the phalanx.
Oh man, did I destroy Cameron's plans? I mean,
No,
Sven's plans?
I don't think so. I think if anything, you
Oh,
made yet another hole in their phalanx for him to jump into. So.
Oh, cool.
But you can move if you want, or you can start swinging the chandelier again.
No, I don't want to swing. I'm gonna rip off a couple of these torches and hold them, and that's it.
Okay, can do. Stony, you are up. You're still in the green fog, or the fog with the green flame of the sword.
Decisions. Which group do I attack?
So you've got a slightly disband phalanx behind you, 2 rows that are isolated to like the one at a time because they can't file out, and they're also kind of waiting. Everyone is kind of waiting to see what's going to emerge from this fog. They're not going to blindly run in. They feel like their chances aren't great like that. How big? You said 30 feet?
20.
20 feet? Okay, yeah. I'd say they're right at the edge of that then, just beyond it.
I'm going to try something a little different this time.
Okay.
Shake it up a little bit.
He's just gonna run.
Yeah. Yep, I'm going to step forward to the group in front of me.
Out of the fog?
Yep.
Ooh, yeah, that's badass. Okay.
And I'm going to cast Thunder Wave.
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
Is there a check they need to succeed to see if they take half?
Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Failed save, 2d8 thunder.
And what is your... It's probably more than a 9, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. 8 plus... Yeah, you got... Yeah, didn't succeed there. And
Okay.
roll your damage then.
Yep. So 2d8 thunder, and then they're pushed 10 feet
Okay.
away.
Oh my gosh, just
Okay.
that'll look cool coming out of the fog.
And how big of a splash is this? Like, I imagine it's like a cone, right?
15-foot
15?
cone. Yeah.
Okay.
Gosh, D20 won't open up now.
I can roll it
12 it is.
12 damage?
Yeah.
Okay, well, 1, 2. Go ahead and describe to me how their corpses are being thrown back, because you've killed 15 feet of them in front of you.
Yep. As I step through the mist, they just are obviously shocked that I stepped through the mist. So there's just the weird, awkward pause, and then that quiet before the storm, before the static just breaks the air, and just boom. So it's a massive, loud, like you can hear it from 300 foot away. Like it's just a huge thunderclap of energy.
It's even more deafening in the halls of the cathedral. Like the stained glass busts out the sides that still was intact, the ones that hadn't been broken already. So there's like a twinkling sound as the stained glass is hitting the floor. The sheer force of this thing even kicks back the fog behind you a little bit. Doesn't dissipate it, but just the foom of you thunderstepping here, and the 4 that remain in front of you beyond the 15 feet have just been hit with their friends' corpses, So they are still alive. They didn't take any damage, but yeah, you know, they didn't expect to get hit in the face with their friends' bodies today. So
Guys, we were here for a ceremony, and
we were told this was gonna be fun.
My first time.
Yeah, this sucks. Yeah. Detective Easter, you've got your bolo.
yeah, I'm going to move over to where I saw what I thought I saw Billy exit.
Okay,
Walk
sure.
over that way.
Yeah, you sort of go in the crater that you've broken through the wall. Like you caused the crater. It caused enough rubble to dissipate or whatever. And you look outside. You don't see Billy or anything, but you do see what appears to be ruins of the city, of the little bit finer blocks of the city. There is lots of flames. There's lots of demolished houses. You don't notice anyone or anything out there, but it's just the ruined city. It looks like if you moved forward, you would be able to either go down on the right, kind of stair step down, or there's some debris that you could maybe slide down. But
okay, yeah, I'm gonna shout out there, Billy Banger. The rules of the city are blood for blood and then some. Come meet your puny god and find justice.
You don't hear Billy respond, but off in the distance, like an echo through the fog and the city and the crackle of the fire, you hear very faint, like, "Shabba wabba dub day lub."
Do I recognize that?
You have no idea what the hell that was.
Okay, yeah, I'll step out and see what's going on, I guess.
Okay.
It's like I don't know how to respond.
You step out into the city, and you see that this is like the nicer district. These are the homes that you saw with like the Lone Knoll, pretty nice homes, not the slums that you grew up in, kind of thing. But very faint in the distance, you can see a what appears to be very well armored figure through the haze of the smoke and the fog, standing on the tallest point of one of the ruined houses, and there appear to be ropes everywhere, like everywhere. Like,
do I recognize that figure or the armor?
You do not recognize the figure or the armor. But all these ropes are like spider webbed around all the rubble. They obviously were put here after the fact, in maybe preparation for your arrival. It's hard to tell. They're all nicely like colored, beautiful flag pennants, because those are the only ropes that exist in this. So, but it does kind of help to identify where they are. But yeah, but no, you don't know who the mysterious shadowy figure is on top of the building through the fog, but they are clearly the person who shouted something inaudible.
Yeah, I guess I'll shout again. Billy, we are destroying your followers, and we will destroy you and send you to your puny god. Come and meet your justice.
You hear through the fog, "Bring it on, bitch!"
Was that Billy's voice?
No.
No.
Okay. Well, I've moved and I'm not attacking, so that kind of takes up my turn.
Okay. You have established there's something out here, and it appears to be waiting for you. Soul, what you doing?
I don't even want to tell you.
Okay. Well, it is your turn, so you're gonna have to trust me.
I'm gonna.
You got two coming around the pews on your right.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot an Eldritch Blast at those two.
Okay. I could say you kind of sidestep a little bit. You don't have to move, but you can shoot them from where you're at.
Cool. see if I... Ooh, a 20. Girl.
Double damage. I will roll to see if I take full or half, but taking double either way. 3 is not going to do it. You guys, I'm in full form tonight, rolling great for my monsters.
Alright, let's see if they take it. Ooh, a 9.
Okay. Is that with double, or that's just the first roll?
That's just the first roll.
Okay, well, as long as you get a couple more.
And an 8.
Yep, that'll do it. Once again, they pop like a meaty balloon. They sort of like they sort of swell up like Majin Buu and just poof, but more disgusting than that. So
But more disgusting.
if Majin Buu is full of meatloaf or something, that's yeah. So yes, your arcs of energy from the Eldritch Blast just bah.
Cool.
Kuatoa's turn. So these Kuatoa are going to move up, close the gap, and attack you.
Yeah, the Kuatoa.
Just means I don't have to move next time I swing my trident.
Well, this is their last-ditch effort here. They're closing in the gap. They're going to try and surround you as best they can. At least the ones close by. Only the ones directly adjacent to you are going to get an attack, which means only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I will roll to see if any of them break your armor class. 4, 5, 15, 12, 2, 1, 4. Not a single one, huh? 15 is the highest.
Nope.
Wow. Okay. Well, they all like thrust at the same time with their spears, and you just jump up, and they just sort of hit the air down below, like they were trying to like stab you in your kneecaps, and you just sort of jumped up and did the splits, making sure to really accentuate your chainmail banana hammock that you got going on. And dodge the attack, so they just suck. But you know, they were just hitting the faces with their friends' corpses and watched a bunch of their other friends die.
Did he look like Neo?
Yes, it was definitely think exactly that, but just way more ridiculous with a bunch of blonde, long-haired fish people attacking a man in a banana hammock chainmail armor that is also a sea creature, Triton. I'd watch that movie. That sounds cool. That's the Kuatoa's turn, because Soul killed all the ones over there. And these ones are going to stand their ground. These two are going to fall back to the rest of the phalanx. I guess these guys can move forward to fill in the rest of this little army here. But as they move, Tyrell, you're up.
I mean, I've been up here, yeah. So stupid.
That's it. Let's wrap, guys, on that joke. We're done.
Bye. It was good to see ya.
Okay, you're in.
Ah.
Can I do something
That's all, folks.
fun? I think it's the last time I can cast this. But I have these 2 torches in my hands, eh?
Mm-hmm.
And let me read exactly.
Is Tyrell Canadian suddenly?
Oh, I think I can only do one. It's okay. I want to take one of these. This is going to be a little coordinated. I want to drop it,
Mm-hmm.
and then cast Enlarge Reduce on it so that it gets real big as it lands on a bunch of them.
How big is it going to enlarge it?
It will.
We talking like?
It doesn't say.
You talking like
Um,
street light, like a lamppost kind of size? If you think of your like big hefty metal torch, like cast iron, kind of like exactly the one that's on screen there? Like, are we talking, I don't know, the size of a chair suddenly? Or are we talking the size
Yeah,
of
I was thinking like a cauldron. Like,
Okay,
yeah, maybe like a
sure.
chair-sized cauldron, and it's on fire.
Tell you what, is there a check or something that they're, I guess no, because there's, so you're just going to enlarge.
It's
It is a,
second level.
okay, it is a ranged spell attack though, because you are casting it to something in the air. So
Yeah, and
go
I've got to
ahead.
do it in time because it can only do it within 30 feet. So I think that's 15 gnomes in the conversion.
Okay, but you're just gonna kind of toss it out in the air in front of you, like a little softball toss, and then cast the enlarge so
That's
it falls
what
straight down. Okay, that's not gonna be too hard. But go ahead and give me a ranged spell
I
casting.
will. Huh.
What you got?
That's a nat 1.
Oh, you
Damn it, son of a bitch.
It was
That
bound
was
to
gonna
happen.
be so cool.
you go to cast enlarge, and instead you just shrink the torch, and
No,
You got a
it-
cigarette falling.
son of a bitch. I was so cool last session.
it falls to the ground, and it I wouldn't even call it falling. I would say it floated to the ground. Yeah, exactly.
Kyle?
Exactly as described, like a matchstick, and it fizzles out before it even reaches them. None of them even notice that something has fallen.
Fine.
The impending doom of their demise is probably more weighing on their conscience than a extinguished matchstick falling on them. But damn, I'm sorry, the check was low, man, but it can't be lower than a 1.
Yeah, that's fine. And just in anger, the other one I'll just chuck down there as is, and that's my turn.
You manage, in your frustration, to hit the Kuatoa that was already blinded. He was like, he finally got the arrow out of his eye, and he's like clearing it out. And as soon as he looks up, what does he see but a torch thrown in frustration as it like clongs him on the head, and he falls to the ground and dies.
Into his other eye.
Yeah. So you got one.
No. Okay.
Stony, you're up.
I don't know what I'm gonna do.
I don't know. I mean,
Yep. Stab forward. Guy right in front of me.
okay, this guy.
I say it and I don't prep at all. I had all this time.
It's like baseball, man. You gotta be ready.
Yep. 19.
Okay, that breaks.
So he's gonna get a 7 or a 9. He's gonna get a 9.
Okay, he's actually alive, barely.
He's alive. Yeah. And then everybody in 5 foot is gonna get a 13.
Wow. So all the ones that attacked you are
He's gonna watch all his friends die.
And he's got a gaping chest wound, and gets to watch all of his friends vaporize in front of him before he succumbs to his wounds, probably, or is murdered in a more hideous way. Okay, all right. Once again, have cleared the floor. You're just covered in Kuatoa blood at this point.
Yay. Would I need to move to hit the one to my right?
The one in front of you.
Right. No, behind me.
You'd have to turn around, which I don't think is crazy, but you would have to move. Like that's the reason he didn't die, is because he's just like these three are just out of your swoosh, your attack range.
Okay. Let's see.
If you're not touching bases, I'd say you're, you know.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and just finish that guy off.
The one behind you.
Yeah.
You got a multi-attack. All right.
Gonna be not good. 9.
Hey, he's gonna live to fight another minute, maybe.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, he's 11 armor class. So no,
I'm pretty
no break there.
tired from all the carnage.
You have a moment of hesitation. Like you go to swing to do the killing blow, and you see a single tear out of his big fishy eye roll down his cheek, and you think, should I? And you've already made up in your mind, I'm going to, but it at least gave you enough pause to not swing just yet. Easter, I believe it's your turn now.
Okay, so I can see the one guy that's up
You
there,
can see
right?
the silhouette of the figure. He appears to be heavily armored, but you don't know who he is. You don't recognize him. You don't recognize the voice.
Okay. Well, I think the best way to tackle this is to have everybody out here. I try to challenge Billy to get him to come fight me, but Billy's too much of a coward for that. So I'm going to sprint back in and dive onto the floor
Okay.
to help finish the battle here.
Sounds good. You do exactly that. Run and sprint. Give me an acrobatics, athletics check to see if you
You don't eat shit when you
yeah,
land.
if you tuck and roll properly or do the hero pose kind of thing. You'll at least.
I have a monk slow fall ability.
Okay, perfect. No knee issues for you when you're 60. You're fine.
Yeah,
You land with no issues there. But yeah, you slow fall. 30 feet.
Awesome.
The
I'm going to
distance.
produce my echo in front of them and
Okay.
attack with my echo.
Okie dokie.
Bloop.
So the phalanx, they sort of look up to the right as they just saw a dragonborn very lightly float to the ground and then suddenly appear in front of them. So they do this sort of double take where they're like, wait, what? And they look back at you now standing in front of them. Roll your attack.
All right. I'm going to use my dragon's breath against them.
Okay. So what do they
So,
need to
They need to
succeed?
make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
15 is the save.
They're plain vanilla, so they don't get any modifiers anyways. 10. They do not succeed.
Okay, so they will take cold damage. And this is
The story of a
three-
girl. Greta River and
3d6.
Yeah, okay.
Let's see here. 5. That's already 11. 12
So
total
what's
damage of cold.
what's the cone here? Of your dragon's breath, cold dragon's breath?
Yep, I am looking up the distance here. It is a 15-foot cone.
Okay, damn. You guys just roasting these guys. I mean, not roasting, like, freezing these guys.
Brr.
Okay. You just frost breath like sub-zeroed these guys, and
Awesome.
they all turned into ice sculptures, which you very delicately then tapped one of them, and they domino affected into one another and just became meaty fish chunks of ice on the ground.
I'm going to attack the ones on my right now.
Okay. Yeah, you got 3 over there, or 3-ish. If you.
I rolled a 24.
Okay, is this for the? Is this a melee attack?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're attacking this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I did. It's 13 damage.
Okay, yeah, that kills him.
Okay. I'm gonna use my next melee attack. The guy on the left.
I think out of fairness for Cameron, I think he is out of your attack
Am
range.
I out of range?
I know
Everyone's
this
out of
guy's
range?
bigger, but yeah, he's not quite in your dagger range there.
Okay, cool. I'll just end my turn there, not take any of the extra attacks.
Okay. It's a pretty productive one though. Soul. Seen a lot happen.
Yeah. I'm gonna move over to the front pew.
Whoop.
Or I guess that middle. Well, no, yeah, that one too. and I'm just gonna shoot 2 streams of Eldritch Blast right at that frozen brute.
Okay, all right. These ones are only kind of frosty. They're not frozen, but yeah, they're.
That one was a 14.
That breaks the armor class, so they'll roll to see if they breach your. They don't. I've yet to succeed a roll tonight. Just FYI. And roll damage.
All right. Oh, pooey. The first one was 4.
This is a surprise attack, so you're gonna get a double roll here. So roll twice.
Oh.
And add the 2.
The second one was 7.
Okay. Well, do you want to describe how they burst this time, or?
You could see they were half frozen, so their eyes watched the whole light drift to them.
Oh no!
That nothing could be done.
An arc of energy, and they're like, "Fuck."
Who is this god?
I love it. I love it. I mean, it sucks. I haven't done anything to you guys. You guys have just been, but
The last Kuto that just wipes us out.
okay. You know, they're still loyal. They're devout, man. They don't care. They're rushing in. They're gonna attack. They're closing the gaps. They're taking every. They're gonna go down to the last Kuatoa.
But they're a bunch of Kuabroas.
Yeah, you do admire their devotion to their god or their patron, but it is not faring well for them at all.
Mm.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys have surrounded you, Detective Easter. 2, 3,
18
4, 5, 6.
is the check.
Your armor class? Gotcha.
Yeah.
The other
One
Kuatoa.
dice.
Boom.
So no lands, no hits.
Ching, 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 just blocking all the attacks.
Oh yeah, you do just like Neo with the pole. He's like, you know, doing the like around, blocking all the hits. And then these Kuatoa are gonna close the gap on you, Stony, and it looks like only 4 of them are gonna get an attack before they're mercilessly killed. 17 break or not?
Nope.
Okay.
Not with my banana hammock.
I was just thinking, this is how the first encounter with the Kuatoa could have went if Josh didn't choose to.
Well-
Want to figure out what they were like.
I mean, these Kuatoa, like I said, I threw a lot of them at you, so they're relatively weak. Meant to be kind of cannon fodder kind of thing. I hate this thing sometimes. And they were supposed to get buffed by the organ, but you guys stopped that, so now it's Tyrell's turn. Tyrell, still chilling up in the rafters here. Running out of chandeliers to drop.
Yeah, that I'm done with that. I'm gonna take another. I'm gonna find another good target for a crossbow practice.
Okay, yeah, the closest ones to you are the ones surrounding Detective Easter.
Okay. Which ones that if I mess up terribly, I don't accidentally hit him in the face?
I mean, it's a long shot. You're essentially, you know, taking a pistol shot from 90 feet or whatever. It's a little bit maybe better than that because it is a crossbow, but it's like a hand crossbow, if I remember correctly. So, I mean, you can shoot at the farthest one, but I'm getting at is, like, another nat 1 is not going to be good, you know.
Okay, I won't do that then.
I mean, what's one crossbow bolt, really, you know?
1d6.
So
it's not enough to kill Detective
with it.
Easter.
Like, here we go. That's all. It's just kind of fun, so I'm just going for it. It's 16.
You're like
It
the
breaks the armor class.
orc archer shooting at the heroes. You just won't ever hit anything.
I got 1 damage.
Okay.
It's Detective Easter.
Yeah, it sort of grazes him. If he survives this fight, he's going to have a cool scar on his left arm. Yep.
Oh.
Do you want to move or reposition yourself or anything?
I want to go ahead and I think since I probably still have some spider. I don't know how long it's been now. Spider climb was an hour long.
Yeah, you could potentially. Yeah, if it's an hour, you got plenty of time. Yeah.
What about the 10 minutes for my
10 minutes
bonus
have
dash.
passed
Okay,
for
I
the bonus
figured.
dash, yeah.
Okay, well then I'll just start. Shoot, I say start. Like, how am I gonna get down? I still have my spider climb, so I can climb around. I guess.
So the closest target for you to aim at is for you to either jump to the left, where the rope is sort of like tied to the thing that lowers and hires the chandelier, or to your right, where you can see the giant pipes of the pipe organ. It's the same distance jump, kind of either one, or you could just try and jump down the 30-ish.
Maybe maybe I can spend my turn here, like, moving it back and forth a little bit.
Sure.
So I can enhance my chances of the jump being a little better.
It's totally
That's
fine.
what I want to do that, so I can jump next turn.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So you're just swinging it. I guess it doesn't matter because either way, you'll be swinging it a direction you want, and that's totally fine. That's gonna bring us to Stony.
I'm gonna run away.
Okay. They'll get an attack of opportunity. So 1, 2, 3, 4 attacks of opportunity. You're not stopping me. I assume you're kidding about the runaway.
Oh yeah. No,
But I will take. I will take it. Watch.
Have the guy in front of me.
Watch though. I'll roll really well on this roll because it doesn't count. Okay, 2 16's not bad. That's about half and half. Okay, so what you doing? Stab the guy in front of you, the one that is shedding a single tear and tried to avenge his friends and failed horribly.
No, I'm gonna save him for last.
Oh wow.
I mean, he's probably gonna die in the second wave, but you never know.
I mean, he has 2 HP left, so I mean he's gonna succumb to his wounds probably, even if you don't kill him.
That's true. Yeah. So yeah, nope. I'm not gonna. The other guy in front of me. Yep, the one your cursor's on.
That guy. This guy.
Yep, that
Okay.
guy's gonna get it. Hopefully. Yep, he's gonna get it. 19.
That breaks. Roll damage.
9.
Oh, another survivor.
Another survivor. Everybody else is gonna get a 13.
He's getting winded. Okay. The other 3 turn to green mist from the flaming blade.
I still can hit him again. So
Okay, all right.
He just basically just wasted one of my moves, so he's gonna get it real good.
Natural 1. You start to cry with him.
15.
Yeah, it breaks.
So he's gonna get a 10.
That'll do it. You suddenly realize there's a lot less Kuatoa in this place. Maybe not suddenly, but you realize it's... Yeah.
I didn't misroll, but I rolled a 9. I forget I get a +2 on my attack, so that was all for nothing. My second attack was all for nothing. I could have beat him on the first one.
Sorry, but yeah, they're all dead.
I always
anyways.
forget my first. Not warrior. What's the class? Whatever the class is.
Fighter.
Fighter.
Paladin.
Your
No,
fighting
fighter.
pose.
I was fighter first. My fighter class, the first thing I chose at level 3 was, and it gave me a +2, and I always fucking forget about it on attack rolls.
Well, the good news is you didn't use your movement, so now that you are free of any attacks
I did
of
2
opportunity.
attacks. I used my second attack.
Okay, I gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's going to bring us to the top. Detective Easter, you were surrounded by the...
I mean, otherwise I just would have thrown my trident at the group.
I
So,
gotcha.
I mean, yeah.
Hacking and slashing. I'm gonna hit
Hacking
the
and
one,
slashing.
one to my right.
This guy?
Go for him. I rolled a 28.
That'll do it.
It's so hard. It splashes and kills everyone else.
That does 8 damage.
Okay.
Okay.
Loser.
Now I'm going to go for the one directly in front of me.
Okay.
26.
That lands.
That did 12 damage.
That kills that one.
The one on my left. 20.
Yep.
Yeah, something. Yeah, there we go. And I did 13 damage to that one.
He's dead too.
Okay, that ends my turn because I'm not going to move. So.
All right, you stab. Two of them died. One of them's still kicking it, but not too good. Not in good shape. Soul, you're up.
Well, I'm gonna take a step back to that pew right behind me,
This one.
and I'm gonna shoot an Eldritch Blast to a couple that are right in front of me.
Okay. D20 ranged spell attack.
18. Woo.
Nice. See if they survive the check. 2. No, they don't. Not even close. All right. Roll damage.
All right. Ooh, 9.
They have their backs turned. This is a surprise attack. So take another roll.
2.
That 9 plus 2. That does it. This time, they pop, and I'll let you describe it, but some of it does get on Detective Easter.
So much so. It's almost like they were running from mine only to realize Detective Easter was right in front of them. So it was just a shit pop. Then he was sprayed.
I'm glad that's just my echo and not me.
All right. It's the Kuatoa's turn. As they approach for what they know is probably their final attack, they ask, they call out to their god. They say, Billy, if you believe in us, if you are our one true god, if you saved us from Helm, you drove us away from the light and into the darkness where we belong. We ask for your power, your strength in this attack to defeat our enemies. Our fate has been unwavering. We call upon you, Billy Banger. We believe in you. 4 attacks. Well, Billy.
Oh, one of them hits.
Billy believes in one of them, apparently.
And they destroy my echo.
And as the one does 3 damage to your echo, because he only needs to do 1, and the very formidable Dragonborn ceases to exist in front of them, they sort of look at each other like, oh my god! Like, we did it! We did it!
We could pull this off.
Yeah. The one who succeeded the blow sort of turns to the others and says, guys, all we have to do is believe in Billy. You have to believe in Billy, and we can beat them. We can overcome them. Tyrell,
at that same moment, I wish I could move out of turn and just throw a trident right through his face.
I wish I could just walk down the aisle and go, hello there.
Tyrell, it is your turn. You've been swinging the chandelier. It's a hop and a skip for you wherever you want to land. So if it's over here, that's fine. Or if it's over there,
Right on top.
Yeah,
No.
right here. Okay.
that's where I was aiming.
You good? You there? You're on the solid ground again.
Okay, well, I'm gonna take a turn to climb down my spider
down?
climb. Yeah.
Okay, you make it down to the 2nd floor and over the edge to see the success of the Kuatoa and their approaching turns. Stony, it's your go.
Just charges them.
I was just gonna go walk out the front door, but now there's 4 left.
They are just completely surrounded by us. This is such a sad thing, too.
It's not sad. They just had a moment of faith. It was answered. They defeated their foe handily. They popped him out of existence.
Yep, I'm gonna walk towards them with sadness in my eyes.
They don't show any signs of fear. They now have witnessed the miracle that is Billy Banger's faith in them, and they are standing strong. They, like, if you took a picture of them right now, it would be on an action movie poster. Like, they are so ready for this. They're not even afraid of you. There's no fear in their eyes.
I feel like they should get inspiration.
You're just prolonging their life.
I mean, they have to be pretty inspired.
They are very
I'm just
inspired.
saying.
Yes.
Okay, well,
And you're about to cut them down.
Yeah. It was a 14.
It does break their armor class.
Okay, well,
Unfortunately, you have to use inspiration on your turn, not on a defensive. So, roll damage. You checking the
My
one right in
God.
front of you?
yeah, he's gonna get a 7.
Okay. He survives.
And the next guys are getting a 13.
The one that is far enough in front doesn't even notice that the ones behind him are dead. He looks at the obvious bad wound across his like arms and like it doesn't phase him. He's inspired. You can't hurt him. This is just a mere pain. Pain is nothing compared to the faith that he has and the power that his God has granted him.
I mean, I could use action surge just to end it, but I'm not going to. I'm sure we could use that some other time.
Okay. Detective Easter, you're up.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk towards him and cut him down.
All right. As you approach, suddenly you do see a waver in his faith as he looks at the person that they just killed walk right up to him. What's your attack roll?
It is a total of 14.
14, so barely clears. Roll damage.
28.
Okay, it's the 9.
Tell me how you kill the last Kuatoa.
If they Billy Banger was no god, and I stab him through the heart.
You see the realization that his god was a false one, as he also realizes that he's not going to an afterlife that was promised to him, but is just going to the cold, unyielding void. And he's wasted all these years of his life following a false priest as he falls to the ground. And there's a slight sigh as the last breath of the Kuatoa echoes out into the empty, blood-soaked pews.
As Billy Banger would say, a sacrifice I'm willing to make.
Initiative is dropped. The room is cleared. Kuatoa are dead. Billy is gone. The ceiling is
Did
still
you
giving
expect
echoes.
every Kuatoa to die when you set this up?
Not as easily as they did, but I don't know. You guys played it really well. Everything I'm throwing at you from here on out, I know is going to be a challenge. But you guys stopped Billy from getting to the organ, which was going to buff all those guys quite a bit and do some crazy stuff. So, yeah, I mean, and you guys were clever enough and did enough damage to Billy fast enough that he didn't want to stick around. So,
Zoo warriors, there is more trouble outside. Seems the city is in ruin and has been roped up, and there is a mysterious armored figure outside. Tyrell, was any of the zoo warriors cladded in armor?
I guess I'm a little confused as to how you know that I'm around.
oh, I moved you down. I assumed you wanted to move with the group. If you're still up
Well,
there,
I'm
that's fine.
still
You
invisible.
fell as gentle as a matchstick would fall from the ceiling.
You didn't see that either.
I was just describing how you fell.
Mhm.
How long has your invisibility been going?
It's an hour long.
An hour? Okay, yeah. You get some left in that. Some juice in the tank for sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
well then, anybody
Tyrell, we've been
seen
playing this
Tyrell?
for 2 weeks.
Perhaps he's run off.
I guess we must leave. Good job, King.
Well, I would ask that you help me find the Tendraka. We must make sure that they're safe, and the city is in ruin, and probably more of the zoo warriors, the mirrored versions, are out there destroying the Tundraka and the city. Would you help me locate the Tundraka and bring them to safety?
Let's boot, scoot, and boogie.
Thank you.
All right. So you guys.
Yep. Before we get going, I'm going to use 10 of my health points, my lay of hands, to bring back my health a bit.
The spell. Or
It's just lay of hands. Paladin, yeah, it's just a. I get 25, so I'm gonna use 10 of them.
okay. All right.
Because I did get smoked by Billy one time.
Got hit by the fireball. You guys know the entrance you came in. Obviously, when you landed ashore, there was like no way around. The only way that seems forward and through the city is the sort of broken wall up on the second floor.
I can echo up there and hold the rope, and everyone can climb up. There's a way out through the side.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna head that way and do just that.
Sure thing. Without
Very
Tyrell around, I don't know where you're gonna get the rope
I
though.
do have a rope.
Okay, all right, that's fine. Non-magical rope climbing. It is a little bit harder than usual, but
Non-magical rope.
you guys make it up.
I'm gonna.
Oh, what?
I
Sorry.
want to lean over, and I'm gonna pose a question since Tyrell doesn't seem to be around.
Okay.
Hey, since Tyrell seems to be the only one who knows Billy, and we don't see Tyrell, can we trust him? Like, where is he?
Well, I don't believe that those chandeliers fell on their own. I was up above and I watched them start to move and shake and fall down strategically. I imagine this is a lot like something that Tyrell would plan. I don't know where he's at, but then again, he is an artificer. You magicians baffle me sometimes with your ways.
True, and I don't mean to even think of the possibility of him betraying us, but this Billy guy seems to have some crazy sway over people, so I just I can never tell, and I think Tyrell's
That is true.
a good
He
dude,
is.
but we got to keep our eye out.
Billy is a menace that must be brought down. The punishment for his crime is death. I give you all full authority to bring him to justice.
All right,
And anyone who aligns with him.
Okay, I'm gonna put my hands in the middle and hope that Tyrell. Hope that we feel a hand on top.
Oh, and this is right after I said justice. I'm still new at this. Justice!
Oh yeah, justice, yeah.
Justice. Boom, justice.
I start walking away while they're probably still trying to put the hands in the middle. I still don't quite get it.
I love it.
Well, Tyrell does get his cold metal hand on top of it.
No.
So, I feel Tyrell. Can he not talk while he's invisible? Seems like a weird. And
Oh, sorry, I was on mute. That's like the
were you
invisible
really?
sound. No, actually,
Okay.
it was supposed to be a joke. For
Okay, I was like, hang on.
breaking the fourth wall.
Just talk.
He's been talking for an hour straight.
That's why I was like, what did we miss?
Tyrell was on mute.
Tyrell just gave a huge
his voice-
inspirational
That is
speech.
something, Tyrell.
we
That is
missed
something
it.
to
Yeah, he's like, I don't want to go through it again. You guys, it's fine. Here, justice. Let's go get Billy.
Okay. You guys walk out into the city, and as I said, before you lies wreckage of a nice uppity kind of district. Things are in flames. There's remnants of the buildings left. There's parts of the cathedral that have fallen off. You could see out to your left, kind of where you came in, the harbor's been blocked. There's a ship wreckage. There doesn't seem to be any way through. There's just flames and debris all around you. You guys are on a bit of an elevated position. It looks like you can slide down the embankment here or climb down one of the sides. But it looks like it would be difficult for you to get back up, so to speak, after you sort of make your way down.
Would I be able to echolocate onto one of those tower posts up there?
Yeah, you could probably echo to the one that's like closest here.
Yeah, I'll go up there.
Okay. As you get a little bit closer, Detective Easter, on the sort of column up there, the rest of you can see too a armored figure sort of move forward and walk across one of the ropes connecting the thing, like very easily moves forward across the rope. It sort of reveals himself to you, and before you, you see what it looks like some sort of futuristic tech suit armor you've never seen the likes of before. You can't see the face behind the what looks like glass plate on the front of it, but the figure standing on the tightrope puts both their arms out and says, "I'm Dick Sanchez!"
He's Nick Sanchez? That's where Nick went.
Dick Sandjazz.
Oh.
And jazz.
Sanchez, got it.
And I am Tandraka Easter, keeper of justice in the city of Nicantes. What are you doing here?
I'm here to collect Tyrell.
For whom?
He sort of presses a button by his ear, and you see the glass plate move up, and you see the pale white complexion of a drow underneath the armor. It says, "What's up, bitch?"
Hey Tyrell, is that your dad?
God, no.
"I'm not your dad, but I fucked your mom. I'm Dick Sanchez."
No.
Well, if you want Tyrell, you will have to go through us.
What? What?
"I'm you. It's me."
Why? Why are you like this?
"I'm a bad guy.
Me?
It's my thing. Yeah, I can see you."
Oh, I guess that means I'm good, so that makes me feel okay. Guys, he's like my polar opposite apparently, because it was a mirror, I guess, even though like your reflection would be like mostly the same. Maybe that's only visually, and internally all your internal thoughts and desires and values is inverse. I don't know. This just off the top of my head.
You're
right now.
overthinking it like usual, dude. It's fine.
All right.
Nah, I found my other people, my other Tyrells, the one that I assimilated with, and now I'm smarter for it. Much like you in your universe, you probably could have found another Dick Sanchez and assimilated with him, because Dick Sanchez is our actual name. Turns out I cloned a bunch of myself, sent them out in the world to learn a bunch of things, gathered them back up, and then here I am.
Is that true, Tyrell? Is your real name Dick Sanchez?
I mean, there was a time in my life where that was a moniker it went by, but
What the fuck?
What happened to you then?
But I'm here, buddy. Give me a hug. We can assimilate. We'll get on with this.
The hug is the assimilation.
Yeah, I'll absorb you into myself. You'll be a small piece of me, and then I can go on living my great life.
Hey, Ty Sanchez?
We can ride the sands of time, go across all planar universes.
Well, it's your
shit,
unlucky
guys.
day, Dick Sanchez, because we are busy killing people who are trying to destroy Tyrell.
Well, I'm not trying to
Hey.
destroy Tyrell. I'm like the most Tyrell there is.
Yeah, guys, he's pretty enticing.
You
but,
and me, buddy. 100 years.
Yeah, how? Yeah, we got
Dick
more than
Sanchez
that.
and Tyrell. 100 years.
100%.
Tyrell. Dick Sanchez and Tyrell.com. Dick
Yep.
Sanchez and Tyrell.net.
We.
.org.
Oh,
100 years.
man.
Forever. Forever, Tyrell. You and me. We're not stopping. We're going to ride that cosmic wave all across the galaxy. We're going to do it.
Damn it.
We're going to do it.
Yeah. All right. Hey.
Just give me a big hug, buddy. Don't even think about it. You and me.
I'm in, but I got some business I gotta finish first.
What could possibly be more important than surfing the sands of time?
Not really anything, but I kind of owe it to the crew here to finish this out.
You don't owe them anything. Tell you what, assimilate with me. I'll join you on your quest. What is your quest?
We're just gonna keep going. See where the path takes us. Real spontaneous like that.
What were you guys doing in there?
We didn't like the music that was being played.
You know, just chilling.
We destroyed Billy Banger and his followers. He has fled like the coward that he is.
Ho ho! You guys are all right. You kicked Billy's ass, all right. I'm here, friend. You're my friend. Let's get this assimilation on, dude.
I want to like powwow with the group.
Look, powwow all you want, man, but sands of time they're waiting. I don't got long.
I mean, the time you could like literally probably like travel in between time. I think you got time. It's all right. Give us a second.
Time's valuable.
You said you had like 100 years. I mean,
Yeah, he's got time. He's just impatient. Well,
If he's impatient, then he's not you, because we have to be very patient with you.
yeah. See. Oh man, I don't know. There's a lot of really enticing potential with what he's bringing here, guys.
He's sort of walking up and down the tightrope, like doing cartwheels and stuff, just like showing off, passing time.
Oh man, he just can't stay still. I mean, his vibe is kind of harsh and like our crew vibe though, so I don't know how much I want him like here, but like, I feel like we have business to finish. You know what I mean?
Time's a wasting, Tyrell. What's your decision? You're either with me or you're against me.
Oh no, I'm not against you. Do you want to like travel and find some glorious like tree nuts and then come right back, and then maybe I'll be done with my little quest here. Then we'll be good to go.
Tree nuts? What
I
would
don't
I do
know.
with tree nuts? I came all the way here to see you.
Oh,
You and
Of
me,
course.
we're from the same. We split long time ago.
yeah.
That whole like Black Mirror thing went real crazy. Made me explore all these possibilities, and that's how I discovered multi-planner travel.
How many?
I'm the one that
how many-
organized this whole trip to come back and assimilate with you.
Yeah.
Are you the one who brought back Billy?
Well, yeah, they wanted to come too. I thought, hey, what the heck?
So you helped bring this town into ruin.
Well, I mean, it was already kind of ruined when we got here.
Where are the Tendraka?
Be real with you, buddy. I don't know who those people are.
The Dragonborn.
Yeah, you can say that again, but I don't know what you mean.
Tyrell, are you sure you want to form with this idiot?
Whoa,
He
hey.
may be a little brash, but I don't think he's an idiot.
Look, dude, I don't know what's taking so long. I mean, these guys seem kind of lame anyways. I mean, look at this cool suit I got. I'm like a spider guy. I'm a spider guy. Like all these ropes, I like shot them around like yeah. He's like shooting ropes out of his hands.
Damn.
See? Ropes. Ropes.
Yeah.
You, me. You like ropes. I like ropes.
Man.
Join
think
me,
it's going,
and together we can surf the waves of time.
Are you willing to help us first, or are you just ready to bounce?
The second one. Totally ready to get out of this hellscape. Way cooler places out there.
But would you be willing to help us for a bit?
No, I'm actually really being nice, not just frying all of you and kind of going over there and forcibly hugging Tyrell, but I want this to be a good thing. I'm trying to keep it positive here, you know?
Okay, yeah. I mean, my deal is I gotta help these guys though. Like that's
Right, totally. Just assimilate with me first, then we'll help.
It sounds like you're like lying, because I don't think I'll have much control.
You know you more than anyone. You know you wouldn't lie to yourself.
Oh man, that means you would.
What? No. That's not how this works.
It kind of is. You're everything I'm not. You need me because I'm the pieces that you're
No,
missing.
I'm everything you are and ever will be. I'm all of it.
Well, partly. Hmm.
I don't see what the problem is here, man.
You gave me a complex decision to battle through my head here with a little bit of
Complex
zero
decision.
time.
I got ropes. I got time travel. I got planar interdimensional travel. What more do you want? Ropes and time travel.
All right, Tyrell, is it a no or a yes? So, if it's a
So,
no,
can
then
we spend the next hour thinking about it?
if it's a
Tyrell,
no,
if you're going to spend the next hour here, we're going to get on and save the Tundraka. I can wait no longer. Either we push through this man, or you assimilate and leave.
Sounds like I pushed through him either way.
Look, once we
Yeah.
assimilate, I mean, who knows? Maybe I'll stick around. Depends how strong your will is, Tyrell.
Yeah. All right. I get it. Guys, it sounds like if I do this, which there's a lot that I'm very interested in, there's a good chance I'm gonna have to fight internally to keep him on board with us. I think I'm willing.
It is whatever you want to do, Jared.
You guys won't. You guys don't. You guys any advice?
Can I go around behind Tyrell and just push him down the slide roof so we can get going?
He's asking you for advice, and you're gonna push him down the.
That is my advice.
Okay, I think I hear everybody loud and clear.
Yep.
And I just, after I've been pushed down, because I didn't even fight back, I just let him push me, or let her push me, and then I just kind of look up and lock eyes with the Alta Tyrell, Dick Sanjaz.
He says, "Yeah, yeah." He says,
Just
"Get up
like
here, buddy."
Slow not. No. I could Dakota you. You can like plane travel. You can't just like instant transmission down here.
He says, "I was gonna kind of like rope you up here or whatever, but hey, I'll wait at the bottom of the slide for you if you want."
Okay, yeah.
Says, "Come to daddy."
Oh, I thought I was being pushed down. Yeah, I'll just like, yeah.
Okay.
It's a slow, sad push.
I'm gonna throw my trident just right at him from up there.
Right at
who?
Dick Sanjaz.
Oh no!
Right at Dick Sanchez. Yeah.
Okay, so mid slide, you're gonna throw your trident at Dick Sanjaz.
Yeah, before Tyrell gets down
to him.
there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Give me
It's a slow slide.
give me a roll.
17.
It does not land.
What?
Comes towards him, and he sees the trident come at him, and he just sort of flicks it out of the way, no problem. And then after he flicks his hand out of the way with the trident, he puts his arms out, ready to embrace you, Tyrell. You have a reaction here. This is your last take. You can, give him the hug, or you can do something else. But I need an answer right now.
Can I yell Rick Sanchez and show my tits?
You can.
I think he will be into that. Just enough to keep him off guard so Tyrell can decide to not do whatever it is he may do.
Or
Rick
distract
Sanchez!
Rick Sanchez enough.
He sort of looks around Tyrell that's sliding to him.
Take a look at these!
But I want to. There's one spell I want to like cast on myself. I have to know what it does though.
He's not like, he hasn't moved his arms or anything or his position, but you just get a ho ho out of him.
Like Santa.
Yeah.
It bounced too! I'm gonna jump up and down because...
He's not looking at Tyrell anymore, but he's obviously like the only thing at the bottom of this slide for Tyrell to run into. So Tyrell, what spell are you doing?
Still bouncing.
Oh, that's not what I want. What about? It's part of. It's a spell that has a bunch of choices, and I have to.
What is it? I'll help you
You're
look it
being
up.
so Tyrell about this.
Dick Sanchez is like,
it's enhance ability, and it has like 7 choices.
Bouncing hurts.
Dick Sanchez is like, so you figured out time travel. That's great. Like you realize, Tyrell, as you're making this decision, you've actually been freezing time around you.
Oh.
Everything in the universe has been grinding to a halt, and this entire time, every instance through these adventures, these long years, you in reality didn't even realize it, but when you were deep in your own thoughts, the rest of the world was standing still to give you time. Almost like you're part of a game or something. Have I given you enough time to...
I think so.
This is a big decision I want to give you this time.
I'm too interested in not do it, but I want to end this like time vortex I've created. Cast the enhance ability on myself with I suppose the owl's wisdom, which makes me become wiser. It gives me a +4 enhancement bonus to wisdom. It only lasts an hour, but it's
you think longer
in case I need wisdom checks potentially. I don't know.
Okay. This is big, dude. This is...
It might be the end of Tyrell. I don't fucking know.
Well, I mean, Tyrell will live on regardless, but may not, you know.
Because it's on YouTube?
Parts of a whole, who knows. So this is how it's going to go down.
I don't like the way you phrase that. Guys, I made a mistake as I'm like hugging.
I'd be like, yep, you did, as I button up.
As you embrace Dick Sanchez, you feel a nice, warm sensation. You realize that maybe you've never been hugged or given a hug, but this hug is like weird and nice, and it's like going home.
Oh, you're dying.
But there's also a bunch of stuff flooding into your brain, experiences like flashes of memory, you know, hard times, good times, just people you've never seen before, but suddenly you know them in an instant when you see their face, worlds beyond belief, all of the experiences of every copy of Tyrell that has assimilated into this one mind enters your own. But in this giant sea of information that is just like flashed in front of your eyes at a shutter speed of like, you know, insane proportions, in order to maintain your sanity and your soul, like your identity, to not be lost in this sea of information and to remain Tyrell, you are going to roll against Dick Sanchez to see who comes out on top.
Makes sense. Okay. Just a straight roll.
I believe intelligence is the roll to decide that fate.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I will tell you right
A
now
1.
that Dick Sanjaz's intelligence is at a 19, so he has a +4 to whatever D20 roll he makes. So it is going to be your D20 roll versus my D20 roll. Are you ready for this? Do you want me to roll first, or do you want to roll first?
Tyrell, you roll first.
Why am I rolling first?
Because
You just guys want this? You want this all done with and over with?
I want you to
This
win.
is this is very dramatic.
Okay.
It's more dramatic if he rolls second.
There's going to be a series of these too, so don't if you don't get this on the first one, like it's like you're going to essentially battle him for every piece of your existence, right?
Okay, that's cool.
Like everything on your character sheet, you're
Alright.
gonna
We're doing intelligence first.
yes, intelligence first
Alright.
to see what identity is going to win out here. So are you rolling first, or am I?
I just rolled
What'd you roll?
12.
Hey man, I have been rolling bad all day, so
Except this round.
I'm kinda due. I do have a +4.
Hello, Dick
It's gonna be a
Sanchez.
13.
20.
17. Okay, so you're starting to assimilate to Dick Sanjaz. You already feel yourself and your voice changing and the cadence of the words, and your personality is different.
And he's like interlocked with him, right? He's in
Yes,
a
you
big
guys are
hug.
embraced in a hug right now, and like you just sort of moved a little bit closer into each other. Like it's
Yeah,
almost
our
like you're
souls are making
phasing
out.
right into each other a little bit more now that the embrace has become tighter. So the personality has been decided with the intelligence.
Yep.
Constitution is the next one to
Yep.
see if you can hold on any longer to any piece of yourself. So I need a Constitution roll from you, and it's going to be versus the Constitution roll of Dick Sanjaz.
Can this interchange be interrupted at all?
It's all happening like out of time, like I described. Like this is all happening in a flash. So you guys will have to sit tight, and like to you guys, this is happening in slow motion.
I rolled a 21.
Okay, all right.
Ooh. He rolls a 28.
Oh my god. Oh my god, dude.
Well, that's fate sealed, eh?
What did you roll again?
It doesn't matter.
It was
you
a
rolled nat
21,
20.
but it was not nat 20. It was a 19 with a 2 modifier.
Hilarious.
So there is one last check I need you to make, Tyrell.
That's saving throw.
That's exactly right. You're going to
Okay.
experience the little death, potentially. So I need you to make 3 D20 rolls. Each one is going to be, if it's over 10, you succeed. If it is under 10 or 10, you fail.
All right, number 1 is 14.
Okay, so a success.
Number 2, 6.
1 failure.
Oh.
Number 3.
Silence is not good. What'd you get?
Oh, I'm just rolling a lot.
Okay.
I have this is like it, so it's just a log. Yeah, I was expecting a drum roll or something. It's 10 exactly.
That is a fail.
Oh, okay, cool.
I said at the start, 10 is the... Anything above is good. Anything 10 or below is bad.
Yep, makes sense.
There's no way he's gonna roll that bad. What are we waiting on?
I heard the die hit.
Oh, I thought
What?
you rolled three times.
I already rolled 3 times.
Did you? I was waiting for
Yeah.
the roll. You rolled twice, I thought.
No,
No.
No, that was 3. He had a 10, a 6, and a 13 or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So you continue to roll until you either.
Oh, right, until there's 3 of either.
Right.
That's right.
Yeah.
that's right.
I thought it was just 3.
I was waiting here in suspense, and everybody else is
Yeah,
like,
no, I was just
Oh.
like, yeah, that's it.
I thought you cut out. And I was like, man, he's gonna roll against 3. There's no way he's
Okay.
not.
no,
gonna
no,
roll
no.
3.
You can
11, so now
roll.
it's
Okay.
a 50-50.
So now it is a 50-50 to see
This
if.
is it, boys.
And a 1.
Nat 20.
Really?
But yeah.
So a piece of Tyrell survives. Tyrell, you fully assimilate into Dick Sanchez. You feel distant, faint. You're there. You're not gone. You didn't evaporate completely, but you have no sense of identity any longer. You have only the faintest of camaraderie with the companions around you in comparison to all the other things you've experienced and all the other people you've met. These people are just a fleeting glimpse like the one you had a moment ago. You feel no ties whatsoever to them. You feel no yearning to complete whatever journey you were on. You just feel the only thing ahead of you is to surf the cosmic waves of time and space and to discover new things beyond the horizon. You shoot your rope shooters up to the top and swing to the top, sort of land, turn around, say, "It's been fun, bitches!" and disappears. As he disappears in a giant strike of lightning that comes down and like picks him up, it blinds the rest of your party. Everybody is disoriented. There's a giant boom of thunder, even louder than the one that was in the cathedral. Your sight, your vision is completely gone. You have a ringing in your ears. And you guys find yourselves not where you were last left. As your hearing starts to come back to you through the ringing and the blindness, you come back to what sounds like angelic singing. In a church, as your vision returns. You're standing outside of the same cathedral that you began this journey on a day before. 4 Kuatoa guards with blonde hair of short stature are standing outside of the cathedral. 2 approach and say, "Who goes there?"
What was that?
What was what?
Who do you serve? Who do you serve?
Why, our Lord and Savior, Billy Banger.
What?
Oh no.
Tyrell, what was that?
Tyrell, you are here. You're sort of patting your chest. All that you experienced a moment ago is gone. You are no longer Dick Sanchez. You are yourself.
I am but a husk of a man. Just kidding. Hey guys.
What the fuck was that?
The two Kuatoa say, "Are you here to bask in Billy Banger's heavenly glory on this day of prayer?
Yes.
Please, he's expecting you. Please, come in."
Oh my god, are we doing? Oh no.
We're not doing.
Wait,
this
don't go in,
yet,
don't go in,
Tyrell.
don't go in.
He's a rather impatient person. He won't wait long. The sermon is about to start. He hates when people walk in late.
What if we just go around? Obviously, Billy leaves this place to go somewhere else. What if we just don't go in and
Yeah.
go somewhere else?
Yeah. Let's go.
Tyrell, your mirror dimension. What is this? What sort of magic have you done?
Goodness, guys. We just need to let these
Rick-
guys know that we'll be right back. We've
Rick-
got to go
Rick
grab a gift for
Sanchez.
Billy, and we'll be right back. So let's move. Let's talk about him on the way. Let's go ahead and get
Or
going.
perhaps I should call you Dick Sanchez. What have you done?
No. A piece of me is simulated with him, but it's going to be hard to understand. If you really want to know, we can go
Then
inside.
explain out here now, or face our wrath.
I believe that we are in a little bit of a time loop, potentially. If you remember, this is exactly what happened before we went in the first time and battled old Billy.
Detective, do you want to do this all again, or do you want to save your people?
Yeah.
I want to save my people.
Then let's
I'm
go
tired of
get a
these things.
gift quotations.
Let's bypass the church. We know what's inside.
The Kuatoa sort of cross their spears and say, "I'm sorry, but the sermon has started. You can no longer enter this way."
Good. Fuck off.
Peace be with you. As you look out to the right, you can see, the city in flames. The ships off in the docks are also ablaze, but it looks like you could maybe swim across the channel to reach the shore. The only thing to your right seems to be the Lambros Forest, which is just an impenetrable wall of timbers. Like, there's not even enough space to fit an arm through in between the trees. They've grown so thick.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take off for the water.
Okay. As
Are
you
you
get
thirsty?
close to the water, you notice that it's a black sludge. You don't know, and Detective Easter, you're very familiar with the canals here, and this is directly up against the ocean, but this has a specific stench and ooze to it. Like, it's like swimming in oil almost. You're not in it, but you can see that even patches of the water are on fire. Like, that's how potent this stuff is. But you guys are more than welcome to swim across or try and climb across the flaming wreckage of the ship.
I'm gonna go for the ship.
Okay. You see most of it's on fire. It appears to have crashed into the cathedral, but there's an okay amount of spots, maybe. Like, the lower decks are flooded, but there's some open areas.
I'll echo over to a safe spot. I can hold a rope if anybody would like to come this way. Otherwise, you might want to pass through the sludge of the water.
We'll see. This is more where you're at. Anybody else following?
Yep. I'll grab onto the rope.
Yep.
All right. You guys make it across. Tyrell, you following?
Yeah, sorry, I just hummed.
Gotcha. Okay. You guys very carefully make your way through the wreckage, kind of hopping, jumping, avoiding the flames, kind of climbing down and across, and you finally make the last leap onto the shore here. I guess instead of moving all you guys, I'm just going to use Tyrell as your marker here for a second.
And Dick Sanchez, are you going to tell us more about what just happened back there and why we were sent back in time?
I could not tell you why. I know as much as you all know. The last thing I remember was sliding down and beginning to embrace, and I had to kind of mentally battle with him to try to take over his essence, but I believe he won.
What does that mean?
I believe he took what he needed from me, and that now how we're back here, I couldn't even begin to explain. But
I guess it doesn't matter now. We just need to make sure that the Tendraka are safe and to get them out of this hellhole of a city.
Well, we could start there, but chances are we may just reboot again. There may be something specific we have to accomplish, but let's
we'll
start
kill
there.
him
Let's
the
try.
next time.
Yeah.
So looking at what you're passing on the right, you recognize as the area, or the backside of the area where you came out of the cathedral. You look sort of through the haze, and as best as you can tell, there is not a gap in the wall. So whatever...
Asbestos?
Asbestos, you said? But you guys recognize the merchant area over to the left. The bridge is damaged enough that you can't cross the canal, but you do find a second bridge that's not on fire, and over to the left, as I said before, there is the park that you've walked past before. As you make it up onto the bridge to cross to head towards the park, you notice that there's a large gathering of what appear to be very large black rats. These rats are like the size of cats. And just across the bridge from you, what can you see but the Bard and the Brute making a final stand on a rock. And the ground beneath them appears to be moving like a black mass, and you realize that what's below them and what they're fighting off is a sea of rats that has like blocked out the ground. There are so many of them in the park. And the rats closest to you are preoccupied with getting in on the action, so they are currently moving towards the park, towards these two figures. But all you guys...
Do these rats look like they are infected with lycanthropy?
They do not appear to be were-rats, no.
Okay. Is this the way to the Tendraka, or is this just another detour?
Yes, this is, as best as you can tell, the only way. As you turn back and look behind you, you notice through the wreckage in the area that you once occupied that there is, in fact, a clear path through all of that wreckage, and you kind of make a mental note of that in the future, that there is a way through the wreckage, which before appeared to be an impenetrable wall. So you do have the option to go...
The way through the forest is to the Tendraka, or the way this clear path is to the Tendraka?
You can go back into the destroyed district, which is not near the Tendraka, or you can push forward deeper into the city where the slums are, where the Tendraka are.
Okay, yeah. Question, whenever we got pulled back in time, did that restore any lost health and key points and spell slots, or are those still all
It did
used?
Indeed. You are all back up to full spell slots and full HP. As you guys approach a little bit further, you see the pressing horde of rats encroaching further onto the rock of the Bard and the Brute, and you see the giant Ifrit, the Jinn, the warrior, has his back to the Bard. The Bard sort of turns to him, puts his hand on his shoulder, and you see him draw sort of in closer and almost whisper something in the ear of the Ifrit, and they disappear suddenly. Just pop out of existence. They're gone. The rats overtake the rock and then quickly disperse again into the park. The ones that are in front of you now also move into the park, and you can see that the rats are making moves to enter the sewers. Like, all the ones in the park are moving into what appears to be the well. This is just like a sea of rats, and they're pouring into the well. Some of them are jumping into the sludgy water and appear to be going down below underneath the canals. But a pathway has cleared for you guys around the edge of the park. And what appears to follow along into the town center, the city center, where there is, through the fog, you can see more dead guards and fires, sort of piles of fires. But all the rats have moved into the park. So the only way forward, I will take you down. Tyrell, you'll be our piece again. As you're walking, Tyrell, you sort of look over to the left. Everybody sees, like, there's more fires and what appears to be a skirmish happening over to the left in the docks, but everything is on fire. The mercantile district that you've been down once before, that you saw Pip and everything, is also in ruin. The bridge there is burdened with rats and also destroyed. You follow the pathway along. You look to your left and recognize that the tavern to your left is the same one that you got root beer and fish at. And you look inside, and who do you see but Tony and Warren White, the undead attorney at law.
What?
And he calls out to you. He says, "Tyrell! How's it hanging, my brother? And Detective Easter, too. How about that? I'd have thought you were all dead."
What has happened to the city?
"Oh, boy. That's a tough question. I think you should ask what hasn't happened to this city. Come
That's
in.
a stupid question to ask.
Grab a drink. I mean, the whole city's shot to hell, so you might as well."
Yeah, I'm gonna move forward and I'm gonna go and grab Tony by the shirt and just kind of push him back a little bit to hold on to him.
You push him back.
What the fuck? Yeah, what the fuck has happened to the city, Detective Perkins? Where's the rest of the keepers of justice?
They've all been hung from the gallows.
And why aren't you hanging with them?
Because I'm already dead. I've been dead for a long time. I've been one of the undead. Look around you, and the only people left in this city that haven't been eaten by the rats are the ones who are walking corpses. I died a long time ago. Back when the zoo warriors, they killed me I don't know how many times, but I was brought back to this world for some reason to be tortured, and so this place, it's the last thing that's left. There's some sort of mercenary band that's taken over what remains of the city in the parts that the rats haven't taken, but the scales of justice have been tipped. There is no law in this city anymore.
Can I use my divine sense to actually see if he's undead?
Sure, yeah. You do see that he is very undead.
All right, boys. Yeah, he's actually dead.
Much like everyone else in the bar who just seem to be zombies, kind of aimlessly walking around and stumbling into tables and chairs and pints.
And what about the Tundraka? Where are the Tundraka?
I believe they're still held up in the Keepers of Justice, the Hall of Justice. The mercenaries made a point to take control of the city once the rats had done their part, but the rats, the moon rats, they've been planning this forever. The 30 days of night were all they needed once they were left unchecked to kill all of the right pieces on this chessboard to find their way into the pockets of who they needed, and they manipulated the entire city into toppling the scales of justice. It was a public execution. The people of this city led the very people that were protecting them to the gallows and hung them. Dredd, Barristan, the High Justice, even the one I can't remember the name of for some reason. Dolores. They're all dead. And the people, the good people of this city that you and I protected, they did that to them. The Moonrats may have made room for it, but we pulled the trigger, Detective Easter.
Well, as the only remaining living member of the Keeper of Justice, that makes me now the lone Sword of Justice. And if you are still honoring your duty, we must save the Tundraka.
What do you expect me to do, Detective Easter?
March with us.
To protect the Dragonborn? I don't hold an allegiance to... We've lost, Detective Easter. By last count, the gates have probably already been breached, and
Ride out with me. For death and glory. If not for my people, then at least for that. You have no more honor in life. At least bring honor in your afterlife to those who are still living. Honor your vows to protect the city and to bring justice one last time.
You see him sort of take a big deep breath. You're right. I will fight with you for what's left in this city. The city may be lost, but maybe I can help you at least escape this hellscape. Maybe the Tundraka can live outside of the city, move to another place. I'm afraid Nicanthes is lost. It is no more. But I can at least get you inside. I know a way. From behind the counter, Warren White says, "Well, have fun with that. You won't catch me storming any castles. But the least I can do is offer you a drink before you go. What'll it be? It's on the house."
All right.
The only drink I will be having within the city while I stand is root beer, because the laws forbid alcohol.
1 root beer for the Boy Scout. Coming right up.
Yep, I'm gonna move forward, push Tony out of the way. Probably overly aggressive. Step up. Give me your strongest drink.
Tony sort of looks at you, Stony, like, who the hell are you and why did you push me out of the way?
I watched the trials.
Did you?
I did. I made that clear when we first started. When he first started.
Strongest drink I have. Well, let's see. I got this firebrand whiskey. Burns like dragon's breath. I'll do a shot with you.
I will be burning my own dragon's breath. But go ahead.
Tyrell,
Bring
Sailor Son,
justice upon you.
how about you two?
Yeah, I'll do a Shirley Temple. I need to keep my mind straight.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have water.
What a bunch of sticks in the mud!
Mm.
You guys are going to your death and you decide to drink a... You know what? Hell, who cares? Cheers to good friends, and best of luck to you.
I'm gonna raise my glass for the Tandraka and pound my drink and slam the glass and get ready to charge out.
Can I have the rest of that whiskey bottle?
Sure thing, partner. And he hands it over to you, and he sort of chuckles at the shot he took. He's like, as you can see, it's like staining the clothes from the inside. He says, goes right through me.
That's a good one.
That's probably a good place to leave it off.
I agree. Tony also steps up and has a root beer with you guys, with the toast, but that is where we will end tonight.
Yep. Well, fellas, I've been up at work since 5 a.m., so I'm gonna go to bed.
Get your rest, man. Thanks for playing.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
It was a great session. I will see you guys later.
Catch you later, dude.
Later.
Yeah.
Hear you later. Actually, I guess I
Well,
will see him Friday.
Bye,
yeah.
stream.
Bye.
I wanted to talk about it a little bit, unless you guys
Oh,
got
we're
to
gonna
go.
talk to stream?
Post
Okay.
credits. All right.
Post credits.
So that was my attempt to make my best Aragorn King Theoden.
It was
speech.
great, man. I mean, I was like, I'm gonna have him do it. I was like, no, I'm not gonna have him do a charisma roll. I was like, you succeeded. You did it. Wonderful.
Did you expect us to go back into the church?
No. I mean, I knew when I presented you with something, you were gonna try and do something else.
We just go back in there, the exact same thing. I'm gonna climb up on the chandelier.
I mean, that's what
Hey,
every
look,
movie does.
you-
I was like,
Oh,
no.
I would have walked right in, destroyed the organ, and then just started slaying Kyoto again.
I mean, that is so. I mean, you don't know to what extent or what triggered what, but yes, you reset your day at an origin point. So you're altering what's happening now as opposed to what happened the first time around.
Mm-hmm.
Does that mean all the experience is gone?
It does.
We didn't even know what experience we got. I
I was wondering
transposed
how much
into
experience
another being.
I was actually really, because I obviously built out encounter for you guys to fight that person. I really thought you were gonna outroll me because I had been rolling like such hot garbage the entire night,
Mm-hmm.
and then I just pulled a nat 20 out of my ass.
Christian, if I had to put money on Jared outrolling you on this, I would have put the money on you. I just did not see that happening. It was funny though.
I mean, that's a big moment. So I mean, speculate what you will. What caused the time dilation thing? But yeah, who knows?
You get Michael Key.
Oh, so technically
He's a
time
time cop.
dilation has to do with
Dilation might
People
not be
going
the
at-
right word, but
yeah. I learned about that in physics. You can actually make time dilation happen with very fast fighter jets going at like a high up in orbit, or at the not quite orbit but high in the atmosphere.
really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Not to a big extent, but you
Sure.
can change them like 1 second. I think is what
That's a lot.
like an actual test that was done where somebody traveled 1 second in the future.
Time travel's real. It's possible.
Well, time dilation's real.
I mean, you
This
can
has
do
to do with
hours.
relative speeds and relative time.
I mean, it's
What's
all
that
relative.
What's the movie with Matthew McConaughey where they do that?
Interstellar.
That's
With
essentially what
with
it
the
is. It's
black
like
hole, yeah.
black hole, or hey, we're gonna go into this planet. It's gonna cost us 20 years. Yeah, that's how that would actually work.
Gravity
is-
warps time, yeah. So,
the new Lightyear movie.
I haven't seen it yet.
Do they have time dilation in there?
Yep.
Oh, very
Wow,
cool.
I don't know if I wanted that spoiler. but,
Spoilers. Oh no.
Never finished it.
Um,
Like half of it, but that's in the first 30 minutes.
Jared, I was 50-50 on whether or not you were going to go through with it, but
I think
Cameron
I-
was not ready to stop you. I was like, if you're going to do this, I'm going to let you do it. But if you
Yeah,
don't
I
want
didn't use
to,
a different spell. I
Let's
had
go
another
fight.
spell that I forgot that I added. I should use something else. But I'm not gonna say it out loud. But
I figured Tyrell, like that's exactly what he would have done, is battle in his mind
perfect.
about it for a long time. But then, of course, being literally, as was just mentioned at the beginning of the episode, his like core desire of existence is to learn more about
It's
what is
really
existence. So
weird that you said that, because I mean, I built this character around.
I thought you two had talked about that before.
No.
no.
I mean, in making all of these mirrored versions of you guys' characters, I've just gone back and like looked at all of your fun facts and looked at all of that stuff and thought like how that person would be different in different circumstances, and not exactly like the best versions of you, but versions of you that have experienced more. And my plan has always been, and you guys just didn't get to it in the city, was for you to have this moment of assimilation with someone that is you, that had sent out these clones of himself to, you know, gain more knowledge in the world, and they eventually make it back to him like some sort of
Oh wow.
like fate magnet or whatever. So
Yeah.
I essentially, because that didn't get to play out in your universe, Tyrell, it played out in that Tyrell's universe.
I mean, Billy seemed pretty spot on. I don't think he made any changes to what Billy would eventually become, which was, I want a bunch of followers that will follow me and worship me.
Yeah, well, you know, Billy is pretty devout in his motivations, even though his motivations may not be divine. Yes.
And are a little bit evil.
Yeah, which is why it's not the Church of Helm anymore. It's Billy. It you know. But
Yeah, when they said they worship Billy as their god, and Billy would still just tell everybody, no, it's about Helm. It's about Helm.
But yeah, I'm curious to see. I'm curious to see how you guys are gonna tackle all this.
Yeah, me too. I started to say I have questions, but I don't have a lot of questions. I think I'm gonna have to just kind of start investigating.
Trial by error or
Well,
trial by fire.
Easter knows where the Tendraka are now. His goal is to get to them safely.
I think it's a good goal. Yeah. I feel like, I don't know, even getting to fast track this stuff, I've been enjoying making these last like loose ends get tied up, so it's been fun.
Yeah.
Lucid
No, it's
ends.
definitely been a fun session. It's kind of weird. We just went through that whole giant like battle, and we're
Back at the start.
Tyrell's like, never mind. Okay.
I fully expected you guys to die in the cathedral the first time, so
Oh, really?
You proved me wrong there. But I don't know. I who knows?
So I'm wondering, did that flash kill us, or was it just a reset?
I don't know.
I don't have enough information to make a strong
I think
hypothesis.
Tyrell died. But,
no,
sorry, Dick Sanchez.
Tyrell was assimilated into Dick Sanchez, yeah.
I can tell if we're dead. I've got divine sense.
Yeah, that's the thing.
You are all very much alive.
Okay. Well, we didn't get to ask before the session was over, but that was a question I was going to ask.
Yes. It is as if your day has started over from the beginning, like a groundhog
So I was
day.
gonna
Someone would say.
to Soul, we could wish for Tyrell to come back, but I don't know if you want to waste a wish on Dick Sanchez now.
You guys do have a very powerful thing at your, but again, monkey's paw. So be careful what you wish for.
Yeah. I'm sure Ian and the Moon Wisdom will come through.
Just
Yes.
saying. Think of something, because I don't know if you remember who else Billy said was here. Also, none of you once thought about Billy mentioning that Tyrell had a giant mech robot? When you guys saw who that was, none of you were like, hey, aren't you supposed to have a giant robot?
Oh yeah.
No, I thought it was Ranger Steve when Easter stepped out because he was in armor.
Well, and I also got confused because I was like, I had totally forgot about that story, that part of it, apparently, because when they said, "Is it your dad?" I was like, "Wait, what the fuck? No." And then I was like, "Wait a minute, did you really? Like, what is going on?" And it really threw me off. Like, son of a bitch.
Wait, so
That-
wait, I guess I missed that. What part was the mech robot? Because I know that Tyrell's been wearing the necklace the entire time.
Yeah, you remember when you guys first were
It was
starting
back
to
in the,
talk to
the
Billy?
pants.
No,
Yes.
no. What I'm saying is like in the
Last
cathedral
session.
last session, you guys were talking to Billy, and Billy essentially gave you the rundown on every single one of the people that came back through the Black Mirror and are in the city. He mentioned that Tyrell had a giant robot suit that he was almost finished with,
Mhm.
like a
that's true.
giant robot suit.
Well, if the essence of the giant robot is still there, then maybe Tyrell can control it still because he still has the remote.
Yeah, bring it
I-
across the country.
I guess what I'm getting at is that Billy was just lying to you, and none of you ever were like, "Oh, was Billy lying about
Yes.
that?" Yeah.
Obviously, we didn't take a whole lot of heart to it since we didn't remember any of it.
Yeah, right. Well, I expected fully all you guys to be like, "Wait, he's not in a giant robot." And then I had this whole like spiel planned where Tyrell was going to be like, "Why on earth would you ever trust Billy? Why would you believe a word that he told you?" Like, but he does half truths. So I mean, he was in a mech suit. He just wasn't in a giant robot mech suit. But that also maybe go back and listen to what he said about the other people that were in the city, because maybe he's told you some information about them, but also don't know if he's lying or not. Just telling you there's information out there that may be beneficial to you for your approaching encounters. But I will end the stream there.
All I know is that I've been wanting to try to give my Lord of the Rings Two Towers speech.
That was a
and
great speech.
That was it.
You might have even rallied some of the zombies to your side. Not Warren White, because he's unshakable in his convictions, but everybody else.
In his, I'm not getting involved.
Yeah, no, he's seen enough of this shit. He's yeah.
But so that what you said about Tony, he's been dead for a while.
Yeah.
So did we actually?
Did you really
kill him?
think someone who had both of their legs gone and their arm and horribly disfigured and like missing organs and ears and eyes was?
Don't forget that Billy fed him coals.
Right, that's what I'm saying is like he's been dead a while and he said he didn't understand what cosmic force was keeping him sentient in this plane of existence to suffer, but
So even if we had killed him again, like if Cameron had shot him with the arrow originally, like when we talked about doing that, he still would have came back.
Tony may be an immortal being, not out of his own
Pretty
free
early
will,
on,
but
though, so maybe not.
Tony grew into something. He didn't always play in. I thought he was just going to be a single one-off campfire session.
If
camp
Steve was still
counselor, but-
around, as soon as we saw him in that bar, his head would be gone.
I fully
So-
expected one of you.
But it was just Tyrell. Tyrell's the only one who's been affected by it.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean,
Tyrell's not gonna do it.
he's a colleague of mine.
Yeah, I knew Tyrell was the only one, but also, I don't know. I don't know what to like. You clearly shoved him out of the way, Tony, even though you only watched the trials. So
Because of oppression, yeah.
Right.
The city in general, yeah.
Yeah.
I understood watching the proceeds and watching him raping Tug. Just a whole lot of
oh
oppression.
no, that
going
was
on.
totally fair. That was totally. That's not rape. I mean, it was.
Regardless of fairness, it's oppression and bad. And
You are right in the instance that the keepers of justice were oppressing people.
Did you like how I just declared myself the new sword of justice?
I did, yeah. I think
Did
you're
you
well
say-
within
I
your
thought you
rights
said-
if you are one of the two people to. I was surprised you didn't go for high justice, to be honest.
I'd have to blind myself for that.
That's
I
true.
thought you said thorn. I didn't hear you say. I thought you said thorn, not sword.
Oh,
And I was
No,
like, that's actually
knew
pretty funny.
I knew he meant
Thorn of justice, like the anti-sword. I am the.
the shield of justice is what you should have said. Would
Yeah,
have turned over a new leaf
becoming the-
because you're the
becoming
defense.
the sword of justice
Mm.
for the Tendraka
But-
was actually one of my, career goals.
Yeah, swords are meant to kill people, though. Shields are meant to protect people. Detective Easter. So think about that.
Well, I might. I didn't realize that there was a shield of justice, but I might
Hey,
institute
you're
a
calling
new-
the
a
shots
new
now,
title.
man. You know, I'm just saying.
I might institute the new title. Now that I'm the only one.
All right.
But
What
Jared,
about the wand?
Jared, just for reference, I'm gonna need you to watch both the first and second Lord of the Rings to understand my speech. So
Yeah, you all need to go and do your research so you can feel extra inspired next time.
because you've never seen them, and they're fantastic movies, and they hold up even to today.
They are great.
They do. Yep.
I think that you just have nostalgia.
Nope, I
What?
rewatched them.
Jared?
I
you
watched
don't-
them at the start
Okay.
of this
I gotta end
I
this
rewatched
stream so I can yell at you if you don't like those movies. Say goodbye,
They're
stream.
boring.
That's
Goodbye.